it for his portrait, and I can see Stephen looking. Don't think you really knew that was going to happen on Sunday, did you? Or did you see it in the chat?
Of course.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool. I saw you looking around going, oh,
no,
shit.
There's something happening with that
cool.
side of the road.
All right, cool. No worries. Big Punny Heroes return on Sundays, November 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is late night for us over here in Europe and GMT land, for episode 3 of Dragons of Storm Wreck Isle, Wreck of the Compass Rose. Fellowship of the Fallen hopefully returns on Tuesday, November 15th, and the Fellowship have dealt with the Vampire and Phandalin and its undead minions. But why? Why were they attacked by Valine? Why Valine and a horde of kobolds? The Candlekeep Mysteries is back on Thursday, the 17th of November. Most of the party found themselves dealing with a plant-based infection, which is like one of my burgers when I ask for it plain and it comes out with a fucking salad on it. Found themselves dealing with a plant-based infection not too far from the Great Library. Is this a portent of things to come or just a sidetrack? And did the rest of the party find anything in the meanwhile? The Churn Gang return on Friday, November 18th for Fane of Kerith Part 3. The Cloaks of Mindhelm are back on November 20th, having dispatched the rampaging demons and recovered the shard of the Obsidian Seal. Our heroes prepare for their next mission. You can also catch episode 2 of Journey Through the Radiant Citadel on the Penny Dragon YouTube right now. And the party have been settling into their new home, which is the Radiant Citadel itself, and seeing the sights in this strange new place. Safe to say it was definitely the first time they've all sat down and had a pint with a beholder named Derek. What now for our beleaguered heroes? Find out at the end of November. And finally, episode 7 of Rime the Frost Maiden is now available on the Penny Dragon Games YouTube channel. The party returned to Tourmaline for their reward and a meal with the town speaker. Earl does a time warp, Zek hosts a slumber party, and Rumble Buffin speaks. Brian is shaking his head. Okay. Catch them next time on November 24th for episode 8, Unfinished Business. Big thanks to our man in the Tech Bunker, Christian, who looks after all things Twitch, overlay, streaming, and of course, keeping the goblins out of chat. We couldn't do this without you, mate. So we love you. Special thanks also go out to our Twitch mods, if they're in. I'm not sure if they are, for battling the trolls that sometimes find their way in to bother us. I'd like to thank, as always, Kate from It's a Map for creating all of the amazing battle maps you see right here in the Sopherone Saga. You can find Kate over on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook on @itsamap_IRE. So it's the same handle for every social media account. Please give her a follow, and if you're looking for battle maps, her commissions are back open. All of the music you hear on the stream is from Tabletop Audio. You can go over to their website to find out more about what they do. And if you're running your own Roll20 adventures, you can find them up there in the jukebox. It's very simple to use, very handy. And also you can influence the game directly from your comfortable seat over there in chat. Ever wanted to help out a player by offering them healing? What about giving a player or even the DM the benefit of a one-use bless spell? I promise I'll use them.
Jawbreaker.
Well, now you can do exactly that. Scroll down and check out the About page. It's down there for all the details, and please remember to state in the chat who you would like to receive your boon. With all that out of the way, let's meet our heroes. But before we do that, we're missing our half-orc druid tonight. But we're sending all of our love over to Jean in South Africa, and we can't wait to have him back with us for the next stream. So tonight, let's start with Fona.
Wasn't expecting that, so I was on mute. Hello, everyone. I'm Fona. I play Scales, the Dragonborn Bavarian with a potted plant that is called Prince Shane strapped to his chest, and a penchant for stealing all the torches.
Okay, thank you very much. Stephen, you're up next.
I'm Stephen, and I will be playing Oryxium Grim, the repentant sinner on a mission of reclamation with his brother.
Okay, excellent. Let's go with Carrick next.
Hey, I'm Carrick. I'm playing Ren, the human transmutation wizard, or transfiguration. Yeah, transfiguration. Am I getting mixed? Yeah, I don't know. He makes things change into different things, and he also sets things on fire. Currently, he is kind of creeped out. He's, in a cave under a graveyard, and that can only mean good things. So, yeah.
Again, it's probably quite eerie.
Only, yeah.
I see what I did there.
Yeah, I saw what you did.
Yeah. Excellent. Carrick, thanks a million. Ryan, you're up.
Hi, guys. I'm Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino. And this evening I am playing Mazelu Grim, the brother of Oryxium and half brother. And he is a elf cleric of the life domain. Sorry, I completely messed it up. Essentially, he's here to rid the place of any evils and stuff, as he would do, to keep people alive if he can, and maybe something extra of his brother.
Is that your dog?
It is.
I would like to see the baby.
Come here. I'll grab him. Where you?
Yeah, cool. And Jonathan.
Hi everybody, my name is Jonathan. I play Derek Redbeard with a grey beard, and he plays I play that he's a grave cleric, and yeah, and that's all. I can't top up what everybody said.
Okay, no worries. Look at the best boy.
Who says that? Come here.
Yawn. Oh, he's so cute.
Oh my God.
Also, I'm like immediately want to say Frank, you know.
yeah.
No, I didn't go for the obvious. His name is Bodhi.
Bodhi. Oh, nice.
Patrick
As in
Swayze
Point
from
Break.
Point
Yeah.
Break. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks for that, guys. I'd like to also add a quick note of thanks to the wonderful Joe, who up to now has played one of my favorite characters, Robert, who now, due to real world commitments, had to take a step back from the stream. I'd like to thank Joe for being a great player, who I relied upon for his encyclopedic knowledge of 5e rules and his sense of when to drop them into the gameplay and when not to, and who brought to life the wonderful, awkward, talented, and quirky Robert. Thanks for being a part of our journey, Joe, up to now, and there'll always be a place at the virtual table here for you, friendo. We love you.
And of course, we're going to miss his artwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let's take a recap on what happened last time on the Sopherone Saga. Upon arriving in the northern town of Templetown, having heard the residents were in need of heroes, the saviors of Somerton quickly realized all was not as it seemed to be in this sleepy little place. Ancient witches feeding on the local children and wild beasts prowling the countryside were the least of the town's worries. For now, the kingdom had sent, according to the party's ex-serviceman Robert, one of the royal family's most deadly fixers north to Templetown, agent of the crown, Valdar. His mission, from what the party can gather, is to gain entrance to the temple high in the mountains, the resting place of Sir Richard the Shieldmaster, who was once one of the ancient heroes who was involved in the slaying of the ancient lich called Galasar. Intent on finding the 5 rune keys necessary to bypass the temple's deadly defenses, Valdar stopped at nothing to fulfill his orders. However, upon sneaking to the subterranean depths of Valdar's base of operations in Templetown, it became apparent to our recently deceased hero, R.I.P. Finar, that Valdar was taking orders from something that held sway over the undead. After helping an old dwarven druid, Braytak, defend his grove from an invading force of giants, the party learned the location of the final rune key and made their way to the graveyard of Denikstra, one of Sir Richard the Shieldmaster's old companions, in the hopes of denying Valdar this final piece of the puzzle and stymieing whatever nefarious plan he's engaged upon. After much searching in the graveyard and battling the corrupted denizens within, our heroes uncovered the entrance to the crypt of Denikstra and have already done battle with one of the guardians within. Now that they're in the dungeon, will they find a dragon? Will Denikstra take kindly to an adventuring party breaking into her tomb? And can the party convince the Brothers Grimm that they aren't just a group of monumental fuck-ups? Only one way to find out. Let's play some D&D. All right. So last we left off, actually I'm on the wrong map here. Last we left off, you were standing in a large cavern on the precipice, looking down and looking across. The last thing I think, in fact, your words are still echoing through the chamber, Mizelu. Greed will be your downfall. Directed at Ren.
Yeah. Does there seem to be any movement around this place at all, other than us?
Are you trying to be stealthy as a group? Just, let's just throw that out there. How are we feeling about this?
Listen, I'm a cleric with heavy metal. There's nothing
Yeah, I
stealthy
think-
about me.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
Yes, you do notice some scrabbling and movement from over here and over here. As you clank your way through, this corridor onto the precipice, you hear and some flapping and scratching from across the way as 2 winged creatures begin to stir and move to life as they see you, and immediately fly over here to investigate. And they look angry. I will shift C these little bastards.
Hey,
It's a mean chicken.
Yeah.
Really angry looking chicken, yeah.
As you look at it, it looks like a hideous hybrid of lizard, bird, and bat. And it's chaotic. If you've ever seen a moth flying around your back door light, it's like it's flying around the place. And they they're investigating now, and they see you, and they begin to dive bomb. I need everyone to roll initiative. Let me just hold off till I make sure the last turn order is clear. Was I a good DM? Oh, clear anyway. And we can go. Let's go for it. So straight in, no kissing. We're on to combat. Okay.
Not 20.
Kissing's overrated anyway.
Yeah. Damn, I thought that was my not 20. Okay.
I'd have rather say that
Everyone in?
already
attack
throwing
roll,
2
but
cocks at us.
Well, wait for the third one, then it'll be a cockatrice. Let's sort descending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is everyone in? Ren, Mazzello, Derek, Scales.
Robert's not.
Orixium is upstairs
And
guarding.
Lamar's
the
not.
Oh
door.
shit! Yeah. You guys are gonna have to go and get him.
I was saying that at the end of last session.
Does
Why
anybody?
wouldn't I?
Does anyone have the message spell or sending spell?
No.
Now would be the time to use it.
I think Robert was headed off. I think that's why he was behind us. Because I remember us saying we better get Arixium back.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
we were
well
heading
let's
off
just
again.
let's
I
just say
think so.
Arixium, you can put yourself here. Can you see that?
I'm not on the map, so it's pure black.
Pure black. Let me just drag your token on here then.
Oh, them open for Slayer.
Thanks for the subscription there. It's a map.
Oh, excellent. Who gets it?
Oh yeah, inspiration.
Don't give it to your husband.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just drag you on there. Characters. Orixium.
I can
Let's
see
just say you made your way
clear
down
now.
here. I'm gonna get rid of Robert's token. This makes me sad.
Who are you giving the inspo to, Kate?
Yeah, you can give someone inspiration, Kate.
It's probably to be
I will
deciding who's
say
playing the most.
Scales already has
Resolute.
inspiration, so no point giving it to Scales.
I get it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's because she knows I
Uh,
need it.
Yeah, if no one's volunteered yet, I'll play Lamud.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Just
I
throw
will.
it
Yeah,
into my
I'll stick it
journal.
into your journal there. 1 second. All right. Where is
He
it?
can't turn anything flying yet, can he?
No.
Let's
Oh, damn
find
it.
it. Let's find out. Ren, okay. And just change it here. Ren. All right, there we go. So, with the turn order,
I was going to roll his initiative.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
initiative, yeah.
Thing. Not 20 counterbalanced by that one.
does anyone know to turn off mod mode on Twitch?
I don't know.
And go back to just. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Um,
Cool. It's all good. I can still see the chat. Okay, so we're in. So let's resort the thing here. Descending, and we start with Ren. Fucking hell! What did I roll? 10 to 6.
Cool.
These things are flapping around like crazy, and they are just like chaos with claws and wings. They're flying around the place.
I'm
That
going
real
to-
jerky, chaotic movement. It makes them hard to aim at.
Hard to aim at. Okay.
Well, I'm not.
Not a super damaging thing, but I'm going to try a Mind Sliver there. So it's a DC 15 intelligence save on this guy.
Okay.
Here.
Let's see how intelligent these things are. Okay. Let's roll a d20 minus 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a 0. Yes, your
Yeah.
spell hits. How does that what does that look like, and which one are you aiming at?
The one closest to my side. So Ren just kind of, since he's got that telepathy thing, he
Yeah.
just reaches out his mind in that thing's general direction,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden, just a bunch of like nasty, like, dark, like angry thoughts just pierce through its mind,
Okay.
like causing pain, like all of like, just deep dark thoughts that Ren's had throughout the years brought up to the surface,
Okay.
and straight through.
That's 4 points of psychic damage.
Psychic damage, and
Okay,
it
let's
also has
screech.
effect. So the target must succeed to 1d6 strength, and then 1d4 from its next saving throw it makes before the end of my turn. Next turn.
Okay, you can remember that for me and remind me if and when it applies.
Cool.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, back away from the edge of the cliff.
Back away, not today. Okay, Mazzello, you're up.
Okay, seeing Rain go for that one. I think I'm going to go for the opposite one and do
Alright.
a Sacred Flame. So,
It's a deck save, isn't it?
I think it's deck save, yeah.
It's a 7. Somehow I don't think that's going to make it.
So 9 radiant damage.
What does that look like? Is it like a dusting or a sprinkling, or is it like just...
So for Mazzello, this is actually more akin to like a whip. So you'll see him start to like
Nice.
wind his hand round and then just whoosh.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Balrog in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice. Yeah, it whips out. And it's safe to say this is the first time this thing has ever experienced radiant damage, and it reacts accordingly. It streaks and begins to try to kind of flap away. But you see its eyes flash, and it looks like it's singling you out now.
Yeah, bring it on.
That it for you?
Yep.
Okay, Derek, what have you got?
Okay, Derek will look at the one at the left, and he is going to cast. Wait, that's the wrong button. Guiding bolt.
Okay.
With
That's 13 plus 1.
So it's 14.
Why have you got the plus 1?
Well, why is it plus 1? Yeah. No,
I think
that's
you're
placed.
blast ticked.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just
yeah,
these-
yeah.
these-
Untick your bless, and
Yeah.
13 still hits. Yeah, the guiding bolt shrieks through the air and just impacts it square in the wing. You can hear a crack of tendon and bone as something breaks. It screeches again.
with no meat on it, just skin and bones.
Yeah. So what's your damage?
It's gonna be on the first level.
The fuck? Guiding bolt 46?
Wait,
Yeah.
no, that is that.
Jesus.
Yeah, guiding bolt's a high damage cantrip, like first level
Me.
spell.
Oh yeah, that was
Okay, so that's 12 points of damage against this one here, is it?
yeah, on the left. Yes.
Okay, minus 12. Yeah. And there's a massive crack of like its shoulder and its wing is it's still beating, but you get the impression now it's going to be better at maybe turning left than it is at turning right, with one of its wings broken. But yeah, it's pretty fucking pissed now. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's all they can do.
Okay, this one here is going to fly straight. Where are you, Derek? You're there. It's going to fly straight over here. Screeching again, and it's going to make an attack against you. Let's see what it's got. It's going to go with its bite. Come on. That's a 13 to hit.
That definitely not it.
Motherfucker. And it's got one bite. That's all I fucking got. It's what's its fly? Oh, fly 40 feet. So it's gonna move to here. You get an oh fuck, both of you get a both you can use a reaction. It's fucking it's got -4 in intelligence, so it's not that tactically minded.
We'll definitely take that attack.
Low
Okay.
damage. 19
That-
to hit for 2 damage.
Okay, that hits, yeah.
That's 18. Why does it keep on the place? It's not ticked by me.
Let me just look at your character sheet. Let's see.
3 or 4 different blesses you can take. There's one for damage, one for attack rolls, one for saves.
Yeah, you have your blast tick there, and I've unticked a few, and it's
Oh,
gone.
thank
No
you.
worries, my man. There you go. So anyway, it's 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Smash your skull in. That hits. It's still here. So the two of you guys take 8 points of damage. Jesus Christ. Okay, with that swing, it caves a huge part of its skull in. You can just hear this crunch, and it you can see its mouth opens and it goes to screech, but you've also followed through down towards its throat. Whatever thing is inside it that lets it make that noise, you've completely ruined it, and it's just this blood pumping out. And it is very, very weakly flapping, but it's still going, and it's going to get to there and stay there.
I love this idea that he swung left, I swung right, and we both
Yeah.
got hammers and smashed it.
Yeah. Nice.
Hammer
Okay,
sandwich.
Eryxium, you can use him. You can hear some light chaos from further down the corridor.
It's like fun. He will follow the trail of sandy breadcrumbs and go 5, 10, 15,
Oh, I've-
20, 25, 30. And contemplate about doing something to Ren, but he won't. And he'll go 35, 40, 45, 50, 50.
And I'm the evil one.
You know things are kind of bad when Scales has left a few torches behind.
And yeah, that will end his turn.
Okay, the next cockatrice is going to move up.
Dave, I forgot this guy. All attacks against him has advantage.
Okay,
So
good
the
to
first
know.
attack against him, so Ryan would have had advantage on that, actually.
Yeah, do you want to roll again? See if you get a nat
yeah.
20?
Nah,
I can try.
Sure, fuck it, why not?
Nope.
I forgot about.
All right, this one here is going to fly in and go 5, 10, 15. It's going to take a swipe at Scales. It's going to just it has this wicked crooked beak that just it seems to ooze some sort of it's got this thick tongue in almost like an oversized budgie's tongue. It just looks like it's horrific to look at. It's disgusting, and there's this kind of almost silvery gray liquid dripping off it as it goes to bite you. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Oh shit. It's 5 piercing, and I'm gonna need a DC 11 con save, or you're going to start to become magically petrified, turn to stone. On a failed save, the creature begins to. Oh fuck!
Oh.
On a failed save, you begin to turn to stone, and you are now restrained. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn. On a success, the effect ends. On a failure, the creature is petrified. I wish I'd have taken that last bit out, so you didn't know it would be 24 hours. But anyway, okay, yeah. As this thing that it hits you with a vicious bite, and you feel that fluid that's dripping off its tongue and its beak just begin to go through your system, and you feel it pumping, just pumping through your veins, and then you begin to slow down. You look at your hand. And,
Actually, I have inspiration, so I might try and
oh, okay, all right, let's go again.
I'm gonna remove curse.
Not that I didn't. Oh,
Oh God!
Jesus. So we didn't waste that lovely description.
Yeah, and it's pumping through your veins. You look down at your hand, and you can see the tips of your fingers beginning to just turn gray and harden up, and your hand and everything just seems sluggish and slower, and there's a strange grating sound like it you've heard when you open stone doors when you move everything. It's give me a quick intelligence check. I know.
What did you do to anger the dice gods?
I'm pretty sure Lamud has something for this, but I can't see it on his sheet.
At 20, you know what's happening here. You know you are slowly turning to stone, and the panic hits you.
Yeah, his eyes look like it too. He's like,
and for a second again, you're a small child, and you're looking around for your parents, and they're not here. And you know this could be the end for Scales, and it's terrifying. It is going to move away 5. You can use your if you're restrained. Can you use your reaction?
I don't think, because my reaction gives me an attack, and if I'm restrained, I can't attack.
No, you can attack when you're restrained. It's just disadvantage.
Conditions: restrained. Let me just drop it. Restrained creatures' speed becomes 0. Can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. Attack rolls that have against it have an advantage. Creatures' attack rolls at disadvantage, and you're disadvantaged on dex saves. So you can roll. You can go. You can take your reaction to hit it, but it's a disadvantage.
Okay, at disadvantage, he is going to hit it with his long sword, or try to.
Oh, sweet Jesus
Oh, God.
Christ!
Fucking hell! Okay,
I think you should just log out and log in again and see if that helps. Roll me a D100, please.
He's
All
still
right.
new for Nord.
Yeah,
I
know,
swear
right?
to God, if this is a 99, it was prophetic, Dave. Is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it'd be real flaky if it was.
Oh, I saw the 6. I thought it was a 9 for a second. I was like, oh shit.
36.
36. Okay. Discombobulated. You become incapacitated for 1 round. So let's get our incapacitated up. Why have I got Twitch open on this computer.
It's basically
let's
skips
get
a turn.
incapacitated. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for that. Nice one. Okay, yeah, as the just the full horror of whatever's happening here kicks in, your mind just begins to shut down. You take that swing, you can't even see the swing, it just whiffs. Almost as a last. So you miss your turn, I think, with
But they'd still get to make the saving throw.
1 second.
Yeah, do I need to make the saving throw
1
or
second
do
now, incapacitated. So make sure you can't take actions or reactions. Cool, so you can make your next save. It is, again, a DC 11 con save, and if you fail this, you'll turn to stone.
You do have chat blesses.
I do have chat
you?
blesses. I do.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Come on, dice
Of course
gods.
I do.
Oh, yeah!
Yay!
And it's the sheer panic. It's the get a Roll20 Pro subscription. You get 30% extra rolls. So excellent. As you do that, the sheer panic and the adrenaline coursing through your system, and it's pure primal terror now. And you thrash around, you're looking around, you don't know what to do to try and resist this thing. It just fight. Just fight everything about it, and you manage if you feel it wear off. But Scales is shook. That was very frightening. And that's the end of your turn, Lamud.
Oh
You
yeah.
are no longer incapacitated
And
or restrained.
I had something planned, but I forgot. Give me 1 sec here. I think
Starbreaker wants to know why is Dave happy? Because I'm playing D&D with my friends.
Thorn Whip. I think that's a cantrip that he has. I think. Where is it gone? Yeah, Thorn Whip. At this one that just attacked Scales. If it hits.
11. Its AC is 11, if I'm correct. Its AC is 11. That is a hit.
Cool. So it takes 5 piercing.
Piercing. What's the range of Thorn Whip?
It is 30 feet.
Oh, wow. Long vine-like whip covered in thorns, it lashes out at your command. Make a melee spell attack. Range 30 feet. Okay.
10 feet closer.
That range 30 feet and reach 30 feet? Let's just assume it is. Yeah, okay. So that hits. Yeah, that hits for 5 piercing
it's
damage.
a melee attack, so it should be reach 30 feet. But yeah.
Yeah, and the Thorn Whip just wraps around this thing's wing, and you yank and you pull it tight. And then you just release it.
10 feet closer, because that's part of the thing. Now, your rule on this, I want to try
You're pulling it closer.
Slam it into the side of the rock. Not to do damage, just for flavor. Just pull it in, try to slam it down there.
Yeah, you pull it in when its wings flap, and it screeches yet again, and then so it's
keep it in
here.
range for
You
Scales.
pull it
So
in
again,
10 feet. Okay.
Yeah, kind of here towards like where Scales, and just keep it in range for Scales is next turn.
What, there?
Yeah.
Okay, no, yeah, it hits the thing, and do you then release the Thorn Whip?
I think it automatically releases because it kind of cracks, pulls, and then lets go.
Okay, excellent. Is that it for you?
That would be. I'm gonna have. No, Lumon's gonna stay there because he's within 5 feet. He doesn't want to get an opportunity attack made against him.
All right.
So, yeah.
Okay, moving on. Ren.
Cool. Then it's back to me again. So, seeing that this one and seeing kind of roughly what happened to Scales, Ren is going to cast. What do I have? That's good. I'm going to hit him with a magic missile from the wand. So that is.
Oh, nice.
5th level. I'm going to go with. So that's what 1, 2, 3. It's 3, and then it's +5. So it's 7, 8 bolts. So...
Against this one here?
No, the one that was hitting Scales.
8 points of damage.
No, I'm going to send out 8 bolts with the because you're using the wand to cast it. So 5, 8.
You're just unloading the full power, like you're setting this thing to max.
Not max. It's like close to max. Very near.
Okay.
5, 8, 11.
So turning it up to 10 instead of 11.
5, 8, 11. 11 plus 3 is 13, or 14, 17. 17 plus 4 is 21. 23. Then 25 points of damage, force damage.
Okay, 25 points of force damage. Holy shit. Okay, can I get you to roll 8d6 as well, please?
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
We're
yeah,
only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
8d6. Fucking hell. Okay, 35.
Down
So
it.
your magic missiles just spew out of the wand. You can feel it's almost like holding. You can imagine holding a high-powered fucking weapon or assault rifle. The kickback of this when you unleash, you know, almost all of its power. It's your hand, your arm. You can feel it in your shoulder, and it shoots out and it hits this thing. Just cracks its face. You can see it breaks the lower part of the jaw, and the beak shatters. The wing membranes just. One hit, it doesn't go through, but it stretches it in a very, very grisly manner. If you can imagine, like a water balloon just going bloom. That's what it looks like with the wing membrane, and it just does a terrible amount of damage to it, and it's kind of clawing weakly as its broken wings try to flap, and then it falls the 80 feet to the ground and takes 86 falling damage as well. So it's now at minus 47 hit points. Safe to say you've killed it.
Yeah, that's. Wait, so I did extra damage there?
Because of the full damage.
The fall damage.
right,
It fell
right.
80 feet.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Sorry, I didn't have that. Yeah, fair. Jesus. And then Ren is going to kind of, like, he has that wand holster we found in the cave where we fought Asher the first time. He's going to kind of do a flip of the wand and then, like, you know, reholster. He's showing off, even though probably nobody's looking because.
Oh, nice. Okay, all right. Nice. Okay, so let me just give this one a little bonus X for good measure. There we go. And that's it for Ren.
Yeah, that's everything. He's going to.
Mazzella, what have you got?
We're going for the same again on this one next to us.
Okay, Sacred Flame, Dex check. D20, I think it's +2, is it? Let's just double check. That's an 18, doesn't matter. Yeah, it sees it coming this time, and scream, just not even by design. It's just it's broken wing and its shoulder. Just it makes it quite chaotic to hit, and it seems to face it with it at this stage.
Fair enough.
That it for you?
That is it for me, yeah.
Okay, Mazzella. Derek, what have you got?
Do we notice that Scales is becoming Stonewall?
I think that's stopped.
He's shaking it off. So,
Okay.
he's.
Twas but a
fine.
scratch.
Okay.
But a crack.
In that case, I'm gonna cast Dane on the creature, last one. Hopefully, the last creature. All the dead. Yeah.
All right. Describe what we see and hear with this spell.
What you guys see is just like Derek just tell Mazelu he doesn't care about Rain because Rain is still like a coward because hiding, but he's
He is outright
impressed.
not hiding at all. He is just stepped back from the edge.
Yeah, he's like impressed, like he's now not hiding in the shadows and fight, and just like cover your ears. And as you take his hand, he just snaps his fingers and as he snaps the fingers, you just hear the bells.
Bong. Nice. So this thing gets a wisdom save, is it?
Yeah, wisdom save DC 50.
+1 on these. Let's see what it does. 17. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems to resist the spell, and like it's so badly damaged, and it's so badly struggling to cling on to life. It doesn't even seem to be registering anything that's going on. Maybe that helped it resist the effects here, but it's hard to know. Anything else you'd like to do?
After that, like I need to practice a bit more, and that's all.
Okay, this cockatrice is getting the fuck out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And that is the last you see of it. It's like, if anyone wants to follow it, we certainly can.
I'm up next, dude. I'm going to shoot this thing in the ass.
Are you serious? Okay, Erixium, you're up, my friend.
All right, so
Erixium runs in. Where?
5, 10, 15. I've found you. Where's it going?
Kill it.
Just shoot it.
Throw Eldritch Energy after it.
What is the range on your Eldritch Blast?
120 feet.
Fuck.
Ridiculous.
This
Same
poor
distance as
bastard
seeing
is
the
trying to
dog.
fucking get out of here, and you're just like, pew pew.
Eldritch
Okay.
Blast combined with Spell Sniper is literally a 50 cal. Like, this is
Okay, what have we got here? Let's go.
It should be
All right.
renamed to "Why Are You Running?"
60.
Why are you
Why are
running?
you running?
Why are you running? 21 plus 3.
Oh, ignore the
okay.
less.
21, 22. 16 points of force damage. What happens to this thing? It had 1 hit point left.
Oh,
How does it meet its end?
I think as it believes it's gotten back to the shadowy cloak of safety, just from the darkness, and it is
Just-
enveloped in its own darkness.
Does it hear it before it sees it?
Oh yeah, here's a coming.
Yeah. It's like a TIE
tearing
fighter.
the air.
It's just
That was a really good
flying
dice
through. Cool. Yeah. And it certainly was. It was heading for the safety of maybe a nook or a crevice in this cliff wall over here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but yeah, you've propelled it right into the edge of the cliff wall there, and part of it, you just sickening crack as its neck hits it, and then it just begins to fall. If you want to roll 8d6 for the crack as well and see how much you've done for the fall damage.
Yeah, cracks its neck.
Aim,
Was it
aim
forward
for the
slash
hole,
roll? is it?
Luke. Aim for the hole.
Yeah, / roll 86. Space 86.
Use the force damage.
Rolling.
26 points of damage. Fucking hell. Okay. And it plummets to the ground and is now on minus 41 hit points. And it is dead. Silence fills the chamber, no longer filled with the chaotic screeches and squawks of these weird and horrific creatures. As you look down, you can hear the rush of water as the river flows from west to east. You can see 80 feet down, seems to be some sort of thriving ecology down there. And of course, the other 3 precipices here, 3 columns with these chests that seem to be almost invitingly sitting there. Let me clear that turn order.
Have you been fighting these flying demons the entire time I was upstairs, brother?
No, there was a lot more than this.
We fought a sand monster.
Sand monster.
Yeah, it was coarse and it was pretty and it got everywhere.
Hate to say it, but that's probably the closest approximation to what it was.
Well, it's a sand elemental, I would assume, but you know.
Sand assassin. I'll drop the stats into the chat because it's
It
on.
wasn't.
Well, we know it's a sand assassin, but we don't know what it is.
Don't like sand.
I don't think anyone likes sand.
I
I
liked
did-
the sand.
Fair. I mean, I suppose like you're
I made a
Technically-
castle. Well,
I mean, you're-
I
you're-
made a tower type thing.
I mean, you're technically like a lizard of sorts, so lizards kind of like sand. Cleans their scales and stuff.
Yeah, it felt nice.
Yeah.
Do you
I
know,
know.
Scales? Years and years and years ago, I used to make sand castles with my grandfather. But then they took the urn away from me and I couldn't no longer.
Did you use the urn to make the castle? Why would the urn?
Mazzetto
be
just
in-
gives a little sly smile to
That-
Scales.
Scales just looks completely like, yeah, that's not what. Why is an urn involved? And then he kind of shrugs and just kind of goes, oh, "Okay, then."
It was to make the towers.
That is dark, man. That's dark.
I love it.
Brothers Grimm are dark. Who knew?
Yeah.
Who would have guessed? So, question for you guys: do you think the way forward is down or across?
Across, for sure.
Okay. Well, unless any of you can jump 30 feet, I might have a solution.
Which is?
I can make Scales fly, and Scales can carry us across one by one. Or Lamud could turn into something big, and then I could make that fly, and that could carry us across one by one. They're the two options.
How long would this last?
About 10 minutes.
If
More than
I
I was
fly, will I get wings?
I've not cast the spell yet, so I'm not fully sure.
Oh shit. So I've never cast a spell on you. There's an 80-foot drop. So just trust me.
I mean, I have a ring of feather fall, so like if someone falls, like I can stop the fall, but well, I can't stop the fall, but I can make this fall much slower.
Okay.
And I'd say together we probably have about 80 foot's worth of rope if we tied it together.
I've also got those fancy dancy shoes you gave me. They let me fall, right?
No, they let you
Didn't you say?
Yeah,
you said
I
could
mean,
fall.
explode.
and I mean, no, they help you with fall damage, I think.
Yeah, but then you also explode when you hit the ground when they're turned on.
No, yeah,
so
I think you can
don't take
choose
damage.
whether to do that or not. I mean,
All right.
You have the description there. I think I sent it on to you.
Yeah.
Might I suggest, if you are to do this plan, not only to get scales across and then take one of us across each time, that we may put a rope between the two places for when we come back.
I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm no expert in
but like,
how you get your powers there, burned best friend, but I believe I could jump the gap.
by all means, if you want to try.
Aim for the
Have you
bushes.
established? Huh?
Aim for the bushes.
Have we established that it is actually there and not an illusion?
Bran will then point his finger across and
Why?
fireball to crack against the stone.
Yes, it's there.
Hmm.
Damn it. That's
Sounds
a great
like-
idea. I should have fucking thought of that.
Looks real to me.
Drew
Would
Kane
like to
says there are a
give me a
lot of
rope.
lickables in that cave. There sure are, my friend.
Look at all them shrooms.
I mean, can we see the roof of this cave either?
It's about 80 feet up. I don't know if you have 80 feet of dark vision.
No, I wouldn't.
See.
What's that? Yeah, Rixian does?
Rixium can see for 120 feet.
Yeah, you can see this kind of jagged stalactites that just hang down from it.
The mud could probably turn into a spider and carry people across from the top. But
There's no dark mantles or anything there.
Hmm.
Don't worry.
I don't know. I mean, if you want to jump, by all means, be my guest. I'll be ready to use this ring to catch you if you fall. But
Let's establish exactly how far. So the furthest point would be here. Do you know you're gonna have to jump from about there. So probably 23 feet.
With a long jump, Rixium can do 29.
nice.
10 plus a strength score if he has a 10-foot run up.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do that. You can certainly try that.
So Derek would just say to Rixium, if you try that, don't worry, you won't fall further than the ground, so you're most probably safe.
It's not the falling that hurts, it's the impact at the end.
It's the sudden stop.
All right. So
You
is that
sure
our
you
plan?
want
Are
to
we
try
going
this,
to
brother?
If Rixium wants to jump, let him jump.
Are you changing back out of your heavy armor?
He hadn't intended to, as that is
Okay.
what gives him his strength.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right then. Okay, good to know. That's fine.
So before he jumps, tie rope around him and around me, but obviously give him the looser end. But like make sure it's slack enough that it's not gonna get caught between us.
Derek will also just like pat him on his waist because he can't reach his shoulder, and just cast guidance on them. It's like, good luck.
Nice. Okay. So look, yeah, I if you're going to do a long jump, I think you can just do it. But I mean, it is a pretty serious thing here. So just give me an athletics check and don't roll a 1.
Maybe your default.
Oh, if you want to argue for a better, a different skill,
No,
I mean,
go
I don't
for-
see. Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
go for athletics.
I'm gonna guide
Persuasion, see if
myself
you
as
can
well and
persuade
make sure I
himself into
don't.
doing it.
9. You got guidance. You want to
Plus
roll your
a
d4?
D4.
All right, 11.
11.
11 is enough. You do make it, but you're as you run, let me just do this. As you run from here, say, you take off, propelling yourself through the air. Your arms just and your legs just windmilling forward to try and use that momentum to just get you across. And you land, and part of the ground here that you land on just gives way, and one leg just slides down the edge of the cliff here, and you manage to have, to land with most of your body on the side, but you do get that momentary oh fuck, a little fright in the pit of your stomach and down your bowels, but you've managed to make it. And as you can move your token over now if you want, here.
Yeah. Where here?
You can move to here if you want to, or wherever you want.
Yeah. I think
as you look forward, you can see what looks like a once hastily assembled barricade of tables, chairs, stones, rocks, and things like that. Thank you. And a door here that has been pushed open and pushed the barricade back.
Right. I think as Orixium lands and it dusts himself off, he look up to the sky to his left and be like, "Keep your fuck tongue behind your teeth." And I'll look for somewhere to secure the rope. And he'll walk in. Does the barricade seem secure or too loose?
No, this door here that would have been here has pushed it out. If you can see, there's a gap here.
Yeah.
So so something has pushed the door open and pushed the barricade back, and the door now hangs open.
That's never a good sign.
I suggest we make haste. There is a barricade that has been moved. Something is over here.
Well, if we need to be quick about it, I mean, I think my plan is probably the best way.
And brace himself against this wall.
Yeah.
And hold the rope to act as like a capstan winch. So.
Yeah, nice. I was wondering if someone can do that. Cool. So, I mean, it should be pretty easy to make your way across with the rope if you wish to do so. So you're tying it off to somewhere else, and you're just gonna kind of climb along it, crawl along it. Is that the plan, or?
Yeah.
I'd love to know.
I mean, I was still going to just cast fly on Scales and have Scales carry people across.
Yeah, am I not going to get wings?
I mean, it just seems like if the rope snaps,
You
or
can
anything,
Rixium just there holding the rope and everyone flies over.
It's, I don't know. There's a lot of you guys wearing heavy armor. I don't know if that rope is strong enough to hold the weight of plate mail.
I'll be right back in 1 second. Keep talking amongst yourself.
Derek will just like look at the rope, look at his body, look at his rope, look at the body. Nope, don't trust it.
Cool. And then Ren will pull a feather out of like the pocket of his jacket and kind of just pop it in one hand, reach out, touch Scales on the shoulders as two draconic wings of golden energy briefly flash to life and then just disappear. I was like, Scales, think up.
Think up.
Think the word up.
Well, as he says,
Yeah.
as he repeats think up, he's obviously thinking up.
Yeah, so I'm assuming Scales is going to like take off then slightly.
So do I actually have wings? Like, is there a wing thing, or do I just kind of float a little bit?
My thought of how Ren casts fly is just like they appear and then they disappear just as quick, but you can still fly.
All right.
Okay. So I'm
your
wondering,
plan?
like, when I'm flying, am I going to look like I'm just walking but through the air, or am I actually like Supermaning it? Or...
Yeah, I'm thinking it's more of like a Superman situation. Or like, you know, you probably do either. You can kind of rotate it yourself, you can choose.
I was going to say, you can do it however you like, because I know with Damon, I had it make it look like he was walking upstairs when he was actually flying. So
I like to think that
dress it how you
basically
like.
when Scales thinks about up, he starts to kind of float up a little bit. Like, you know, the ground is only just where his feet are. But then he looks down and he's like, ah, and his
20
legs,
feet in the air.
his legs do the thing where he's like, "Ah, no, I'm gonna fall," but he doesn't fall.
Yeah, like the Wile E. Coyote running in the air.
Yeah, the kind of like, "Wow, what's happening?" And
Before you hit the ceiling.
yeah, so I think after a minute or two, though, he'll probably get the hang of like thinking about where he wants to be, float down a little bit, and like offer a hand down and a tail down.
You could probably take two people at once, I would say.
the
but
two-
You're not tempted to go over to any of the chests there at all. Now that you can fly.
Not Scales.
Okay.
The other person living in my head is screaming,
Yeah, she
"Go look
is.
at the chests."
Yeah.
But Scales is like, the chests don't matter, so.
Okay. All right. Good
Ren will
stuff.
take one of the arms that like Scales lowered. I'm just going to be like,
Okay, cool. You can fly yourselves over fairly handily. That's no problem. Everyone can place yourselves on the other side of the precipice.
I want to tie the rope off this side so that we still have the rope across regardless.
Okay, what are you tying it off onto?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Is there some sort of stalagmite that I can...
Door here, maybe? I think it was your best bet. So how long is that?
It's 50 foot.
yeah, Ren will
Here-
give him
here to
another
here?
set of rope.
What, to here? It's longer than 50 foot.
I'll
Oh, so
give
there's
another.
nowhere where I am that I could do it.
No, nothing really. Then the closest thing would be the door. I mean, you can tie a rope to another rope if you
I'll
wish.
give him another rope.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Okay. Let's give me a quick survival check just to see how good and how well you tie that off.
I'll
Let me
have
guide
them
myself.
give assistance there on that.
Okay, all right then. 20. Okay, yeah. You
All right.
tied up a proper mountaineering link knot, and it seems the tighter you pull it, or the harder you pull it, the tighter it gets. So you seem fairly happy. So there is now a rope going from Eryxium over to here. So if you have two 60-foot ropes, you're gonna need to find something. Let me just make this map smaller. You're gonna need to find something to tie to 120 feet. So that should be something there. And indeed, Eryxium, as you look closer, you can see to your right. There's another door. Let me just tweak my dynamic lighting here. And just grab that a little bit and move it. How's that? You can see another door. So you can probably tie it to the handle there if you wish. It may affect how and whether you can open that door.
Which door?
There's a door here.
Do the hinges on this door appear to be on this side of it?
They would be as it opens out. Opens towards you, yes.
Hmm.
They're there.
Does he open it?
There is a distinct breeze coming from this broken wall here.
Would be a way out.
Wall.
As you can see, through this broken wall here, there is a sort of an earthen corridor.
Does that continue on further than we can see, or does it just kind of go up?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Stick
you
your
can
head
move
in
your
and find
token
it.
up and stick your head in and find
Oh,
out.
sure, yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
You can
It's
see
about here.
it goes maybe about 5, 10, 15, maybe 12
And it
feet
drops.
and drops. And there's a very cold breeze coming up from it. And you can hear the sound.
Does the breeze and then the vibe around this all remind me of anything we found in the mines of Gribble?
It's a similar situation. There's no dead bodies or anything. There's no half orcs with
Yeah. I'm more trying to gauge is if we drop down this hole, are we going to end up in the Underdark like we would have if we dropped down the other one?
Yeah, pretty much you are. Let's not roll for it. You pretty much are. So
Yeah.
How easy would this barricade be to climb over?
Oh, I mean, it's been pushed out. So something came out this door and pushed it aside. The door is still open. So I mean, the like whatever effect the barricade was having is not in effect anymore. So you can easily walk in.
Underdark hole number 2.
Scales as you walk in into this
Oh,
room.
God damn it.
Give me see what your passive perception is. Oh, I don't see your passive perception there. Oh, sorry,
That's
that's
the
because
torch.
I've selected the torch. Goddamn fucking torch. Anyway, what's your passive perception?
13.
Okay, 13. Yeah, you can see these large, deep, heavy scratches all over the walls inside here. 6 claws have just whatever was contained within here it seemed to have been clawing furiously and to try and just break its way through these walls.
Do they look like the gouges that Robert was so fascinated with before?
They're identical.
Okay.
So where were the gouges Robert seen before?
Open the
Upstairs,
chapel
wasn't it?
where you stayed, where you cast your little bubble of safety. And Schauberger says it might be a puppy. It might.
So Scales is going to call back out the door. Maybe this was like a jail for the thing that had all the claws that Robert was trying to draw.
I mean, it would make. It was that big. How did it fit out of the tunnels getting out of here was pretty narrow.
Maybe it has the ability to squeeze.
There's only slightly disconcerting.
Were there claw marks in the corridor on the way here?
No,
I mean, you can go back and investigate. It was not something you were looking for earlier.
I think we were investigating for Markins though previously last session. You said it, they kind of seemed plain compared to the rest.
I think Scales actually will.
Sorry,
go back
sorry. Back here, like way back here. Or?
Yeah, like so the tunnel from where the sand person was.
Oh,
to
definitely
here.
not. No. Sorry, I thought you meant here. So definitely, there's nothing back there yet that you would have seen.
By the way, just going out on a limb and guessing, this hole, we've seen something like it before, and we've reasonable, enough excuse to believe it goes to the Underdark. So, don't fall.
Who's casting Lesser Restoration on who?
I was looking at the info and it cast.
Okay, sorry, no worries. Yeah, I'm a devil for doing that as well.
Because I don't know. I don't think Featherfall would save you. Anyways. Open it. Let's go right to the door.
So what's the plan? You have a door here. You have a broken wall here that leads to the Underdark, according to Ren.
If I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
Where Scales has gone back out to the corridor just where we've just come in for an investigation. Does he see any gouges there?
So where are you here?
Yeah.
You do not.
Okay.
Is there any on this busted wall that leads out?
I would say give me investigation there, please, or survival, whatever your.
I will help with an investigation check.
It depends on whether he's doing an investigation. Survival 11. Not hard given the size and capabilities and the damage this thing can do. Yeah, I mean, you can see a 6-clawed footprint here and here and here and here as it presumably headed towards the hole.
Looks like your creature scales ended up down this way instead.
But he was up there too. He
That
was
might have been
in
where they
the
captured
church.
him. He might have caused a fray there, got captured. They put him down here and he broke
Escaped
free.
into the Underdark. I mean, I'd say good riddance. I mean, unless we end up having to go down there, which I really hope we don't.
Maybe he was from
Should
there
be
and he
fine.
just went home.
Do we know anything about creatures that are rumored to come from the Underdark?
Unless you specifically have some
I have no
part of your
reason to
background
believe.
that deals with the Underdark.
I'm just, unless Ren's read a book or something.
Miss Jarberger says, "Go down, I believe in you."
I'm more to say, like, because Ren would have read a few books, like when he worked in a magic item shop. So maybe I'm just kind of guessing.
Oryxium opens the door.
All right, my friend. As you open the door, let me go into my dynamic lighting section. Delete that door, not the rest of the wall. You open the door. You walk towards what looks like a large portcullis that is currently in the closed position.
As he walks past, he will hook the rope on the handle of the now open door.
Okay.
And
Did
he
you say
will-
this creature? Sorry, go on.
No, go. He's just stepping towards the portcullis. Good look. I can't see.
Did you say the door here, Dave, had been ripped off? The one where the creature was?
No, it had just been shoved open.
So
it currently, if you can see this this table here,
Yeah.
it's currently sort of pressed against this side of that table there. See, it's in the kind of half, like three quarters open position, maybe.
Yes, open. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to pick up the table and I'm going to wedge it in this hole in a way that if something was to push it through, we'd be able to hear it, hopefully.
Sorry, which hole?
The whole
One here?
creature went down.
Okay, so the creature went down this hole, which is about maybe 10 foot by, 8 foot by 8 foot.
Yeah, this is a hole in the wall.
Sorry,
where
the
it
hole in
pulled
the
through,
wall.
isn't it?
Sorry, I thought you meant the hole down to
Yeah.
the Underdark. Cool. Yeah, you can do that easily. No worries.
Yes, I'm just going to put it there so that if it comes back and knocks it over, we'll hear the clattering of the wood on the stone.
Okay.
Or
Easy
at
enough
least
to
see that it was knocked over. If we come back out and it's not there where we left it, we know something's moved
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a nice spooky idea. I like that. Okay, cool. So easy enough to do. As you open the door, Eryxium, you can see through the portcullis. I think you can see some bits and pieces there, can you?
Somebody sleeping.
Yeah. As you look through this closed portcullis, you can see a large stone chamber. And you can see snatches of what is over here. Some sort of large let me just open it up here. It is a huge mass of stone, earth, and clay, and it seems to be it's a humanoid figure. It's approximately, let me see, large size. It's medium, approximately 8 foot tall, but it has this massive stone maul that is just it's leaning against this throne that it's sat upon, but curiously enough, all over it's sort of what you would consider its vital organs are these massive plates, metal plates of armor. So it's got these huge plates of armor over its arms, its chest area, its stomach area, and at this massive sort of curved plate around its what you can only call its head. And it seems to be motionless right now.
Oh,
Sat
no.
upon a throne.
I must say, best friend with the possessed plant, I've rarely encountered a hero's tomb that had a stone gargantuan on a throne before. Have you?
No, but do you think it's a king?
Oh yeah.
It's on a throne.
The king of the stones, I assume.
Shane?
Aren't you looking for a stone?
Well, I'm looking for a particular type of crystal, but
Crystal.
Shane was a prince. Do you know this king?
I'm sorry, what? We're looking for some sort of what? Do I know this king? What?
There's a big stone king dude, and he's got a maul, and he's sitting on his throne, but he's
There's a big stoned king?
No, he's made of stone.
Oh,
Is he made of stone?
Hey, I'm not sure. I can't see him. I'm currently strapped to your back.
I thought you didn't have eyes.
Duke Scales. I don't have eyes. Doesn't mean I can't see.
So Scales
You
will
are breaking the canon of this world. I covered you in leaf cutter ants and you couldn't see them.
What? Say again?
I previously covered you with leaf cutter ants and you couldn't see them.
Oh well, yeah, that's I call it seeing, but
Scales will flip
away. I have senses.
Flip the vines so that Shane is pointing forwards again, and he'll kind of try and angle around Erixium a little bit, so that hopefully he can kind of sort of see through the bars a little bit. See, it's a big stone king guy.
I don't know what that is.
Erixium will let Scales and the possessed plant walk up, and he will turn to the group and say,
We have found a gigantic stone
Oh, you can't go that far, Scales.
king.
Oh, sorry. Oh no, I'm stuck now.
If you if you use Alt and oh god, I'm grabbing the fucking torches now.
I think I'm oh there. I think I'm out of the wall now.
Yeah. But if you Alt and move your token, it doesn't snap to the things.
Yeah, I forgot to use Alt that time.
Cool.
Okay, so when Erixium went back and let Scales go forward, Scales is kind of interpreting this as go to it, man. So can Scales get the door open? Because that's what Scales is going to try to do.
The portcullis. You can certainly try. Yeah. Do you want to just try and brute strength lift it?
Yeah, I think probably. Yeah.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Athletics. Where are you?
Scales spits in his hand and grabs the two things.
No.
Doesn't move this time. I say, when are you going to try and lift that?
But we have to go through here.
Yes, when are you going to? Oh, did you already try?
I tried. Should I smash it with my axe?
I'm not sure an axe would help. Maybe some sort of bludgeoning weapon.
No, I don't have a hammer, but I have my morning star.
A maul or something.
Oh, he's gonna hit it now with his morning star.
Okay, roll to hit. I mean, fuck it, you don't have to roll it yet. Just don't roll a one.
Oh, come on!
It hits it. It doesn't seem to have much effect at all.
Load roll 20. Screw this.
Yeah.
There isn't a chessboard on the other side of that portcullis, is it? Because
there's no chessboard that you can see.
Okay, because the other guys will tell you the last time we saw a chessboard, it didn't end well for me.
Your face during that session was hilarious.
And what you're saying is we're hoping for a chessboard.
I mean, the chessboard had a bunch of invisible traps that, like, it was fucked up, man. It was fucked up. I almost died on multiple occasions.
Erixium will turn to face Ren, holding a silent image chessboard.
Ren will look at the chessboard and you'd be like, well, that isn't scary. That's normal size. I'm talking about human size chessboard. Whereas, like, on the size of a piece. That shit is fucked. Does he actually?
Oh, that's not scary. Is it now?
Yeah.
No, that was you.
All right.
So weakness is chess.
Yeah.
Drew Kane says chessboards are not a black and white issue.
A lot of grey. There's a bit of red on that last one as well.
They have a check.
I'm just gonna say.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you want to try again with the portcullis?
Scales is going to keep wailing on this thing with the morning star until somebody tells him to stop. So whenever you think
clang, and you do hear kind of a stirring of earth and stone and clay against rock, as if you imagine you've moved. If you can imagine you've moved a heavy brick across stone and earth on the ground, you've pushed it. You can hear that kind of scraping sound. There seems to be now some sort of movement from inside.
Is Ryan aware that Erixium's armor is like covered in spikes and razor sharp as he squeezes up alongside?
He wasn't. If he's able to see the armor, he wouldn't do that. He's more so trying to peek out the portcullis a bit more, just to see if he can see anything.
Okay. Yeah. So Scales, do you want to have another go at lifting it, or are you just going to keep hitting it?
Could we ask the king if we can enter his chamber?
I somehow think that thing is going to try to fuck us up.
8. Oh, morning. So I thought it was athletics. Clang again, and it reverberates around the chamber, and you can hear more kind of stirrings as this thing
So having listened to Orixium suggest, ask can we come in, he
begins to walk
in
forward.
frustration will just like as he was banging it, he's like, can we come in?
Let me in. Let me in.
As this thing steps forward and reaches back almost absent-mindedly to pick up the huge maul, raise it up, now holding it with two hands. It looks expectantly towards the portcullis. That's where we'll take our break. Thanks very much, guys, for sticking with us. Do please stick around, as we are going to divert slightly from our current programming to something you might find very interesting. See you in about 5 or 10 minutes. Welcome back to the Sopherone Saga. Thanks for sticking with us. Let's move to the High Forest. Jaden, your heart is heavy and your shoulders hang low. The winter wind sends sleet stinging across your face as you trudge further and further away from the only group of individuals you've dared to call companions in a long, long time. Through the high forest and down the trail, the going is slow, and you find yourself looking over your shoulder time and time again, replaying your last conversation with the impressionable dragonborn barbarian Scales. I'll be right back. His wide eyes and easy smile made leaving for good all the more difficult, and you worked hard to convince yourself that your departure would benefit them as much as it would you. Your aching body begins to tire and you feel the tears in your cheek, no doubt from the sleet, freeze to your skin, and you decide it's time to stop for the night. The purpose of the camp distracts you for almost an hour. You methodically gather firewood and prepare the area. The distraction of the familiar, a welcome escape from your conscience and consciousness. Keep moving, you repeat to yourself. But for the first time, it occurs to the master tactician that you've been on the back foot for as long as you can remember. You've turned the tide in so many recent battles over the past year with your razor-sharp assessment of the ebb and flow of the fight, but now, in the cold solitude of this high forest, you realize that in the macrocosm of your life's trials, you've done nothing but run aimlessly from one place to another, just hoping to avoid the most important battle of your life. The campfire flickers to life as your mind treads water, and far too late, you realize there's a robed figure leaning against a tree not 10 feet away from you. His long, bushy grey beard and pointy hat conspire with the lengthening shadows of the evening to obscure most of his features from your keen gaze. Running away again, are we, Jaden?
And with that, the glaive, which was not so far from me as I was sitting doing this, straight into my hands, straight into a defensive stance, and backs up against the closest tree.
Away with your weapon, I mean you no harm.
Glance side to side, see if anybody else is around.
I'm alone. And not alone. Might I join your camp? I'm no threat.
What can I see, I suppose, aside from him? Is there anybody? Can I see anybody else when he says that?
Make a perception check. Jaden's first perception check.
Yeah.
Back in the game.
Give me 1 second because I wasn't logged onto it there.
It's all good.
Let me just roll a d20 as I.
Oh, we have a raid. Do we have a raid?
We have Bondi78 raided us. Yep.
Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome along.
All right. I see that d20. While I open up the character sheet.
Okay. Hard to tell. Yeah, I mean, you're more the fire is flared to life. Your whatever night vision you had is just has sort of diminished for right now. You certainly don't hear anything except the rustle of trees and the wind and the sound of the sleet falling. You do hear a small chuckle from the I was gonna say creature, from the figure in front of you.
So still with glaive up in a ready stance, gonna call out, keeping good bit of distance, but and do you have a name, sir?
Have many names. Yes. Oh, you want it? You could call me Bram.
And Bram.
Yes.
And it'll click with him then. How do you know my name?
Oh, I've been watching you, Jaden. I've been watching you. What's your plan, Jaden? Are you going to first of all, are you going to invite an old man in? My bones are aching, my knees are knackered, and my toes are knobbly.
Glance at him, glance at the fire. And
You got any food? Bit of soup?
Sit.
Thank you. And he reaches around behind the tree and collects his staff and walks heavily and sits down and like, oh, took me a while to make my way up here and find you. Traveling like this is not easy for me anymore, but less about me and more about you, Jaden. What are your plans? Are you going to keep running? Are you going to finally confront the thing that haunts you?
He doesn't like this conversation at all. He doesn't like the imbalance of information here. But the response is, it's worked for me so far.
What of your friends, your companions, the ones you left? What of them?
You're safer now.
Are they?
I'm sure.
Everything in this universe has an aim, has a design, has a, what's the word for it? A plan. Should the creature that hunts you fulfill its plan? He's rubbing his eyes at the stage. He looks quite tired. All you can see is as the flames flicker above him, this deep, heavy set wrinkles and his weather-beaten face, and looks like a nose that's been broken many, many times. He takes the hat off and is very much like kind of a Bill Bailey, wisps of gray hair, but like, I mean, most of his crown is completely bald, and he rubs his eyes. Everything has a plan, and should this creature fulfill its plan, then I think your friends will be destroyed. So it seems to me your destiny is linked with theirs. Or not, as it were. It's up to you. Your life is your own. Keep running, like a headless chicken if you wish. But know that if this creature's plans come full circle, are fulfilled, then he picks up a twig and just begins just absentmindedly tracing designs in the loose earth beside the fire. Know full well that there will be destruction on such a scale that your friends and many others will perish.
And what do you get out of all of this? I mean, as you say yourself, you've traveled a long way up here from I don't know where to do I don't know what, but I'd be interested about the motivation. I'm not dumb.
Mostly I call myself a watcher. Never tired. You humanoids running around doing your little things. I'm particularly fond of your friend with the tail. Do you know he's one of the only ones left?
I haven't seen many more like him.
As for your question, yes, I mean, should the creature hunt you succeed, I have nobody left to watch. Life would be very boring. Just sit around and talk to myself. No, that just won't do.
Yeah, and Jane's going to look into the fire with all of this now. He is challenging this person, but he's been struggling with this since he's left, and he's playing with the ring of protection that he got, that the group convinced him to take, because he was, tanking it a little bit to talk out again, but he certainly saw that as an indication of their trust in him, which was the first domino to fall in all of that. And so he's just playing with that, and he's looking deep into the fire, and he's sat down at the fire with this person, and the glaive across his crossed legs, and yeah, he's not saying much, because this is very much the feather on the scales.
Yeah. And as you do that, as you stare into the fire, you see him raise his hand, and there's a click in his shoulder. Oh, it hurts. And he raises his hands. And as he does, he raises one hand, and his pinky moves up, his ring finger moves up, his middle finger moves up, and each finger moves up. And as they do, you see very, very familiar apparitions ascend from the fire, but they're all your friends. And they seem to be in some sort of graveyard, battling some and the whole fire turns into this scene now, and they're battling some sort of dragon made of bones. And you can see what looks like some sort of magic users casting spells, and they're fighting away. And he looks in. This is happening now. I know a lot of things, but I don't know if they'll pull through this one.
You look behind him again at that, and
Sorry, it's not that. It's the Bone Shard Wraith fight. So they're battling the Bone Shard Wraith.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if they'll pull through this one. And you can see it does this thing where it explodes and shards of bone just seem to envelop Oryxium, and he drops to one knee in his hand on the ground, and then he just falls down. Time and time again, you've turned the tide of battle. It's up to you, my friend, but I think you know your place. But far be it from me to tell you where to go, to what to do.
He stands up and looks at the fire one more time. Plants. He leaves the glaive on the ground while he's doing this, and he unclasps the cloak, rolls it up, puts it in the backpack, hefts the backpack again, picks up the glaive. So he's now going cloakless, and turns and walks back out into the dark, back the way he came.
Not so fast, my friend, not so fast. More words we need to have. Don't be so hasty.
You're saying this is happening now? What you showed me?
Yes, it is. More will happen before you can reach them. A day's travel at least you've done. This battle will be ended. It will have ended by the time you reach them. Nothing you can do to help them now. With this, I have a question to ask you, though. You know what hunts you.
Yes.
You know the resources it has, the powers it grants its minions. Is your plan to confront them with your martial prowess? Your pointy stick? Or would you prefer to wield the tools they might wield against you? There will come a time in your future where you will be faced with a crossroads, a fork in the road, in fact. Continue down your path of martial education and improvement, or take another path and learn to wield other powers I can grant you. Here, he reaches under his robes and snaps what looks like some sort of pendant. And he throws it to you. Catch. When the time is right, if you wish to take this path, take out your glaive, place this pendant on the floor, and crush it beneath the butt of your staff. I will be there. In spirit more so than body. I chose a bad body. I really did. I was going for a sort of aesthetic that I thought would be quite... Anyway, so that's all you have to do. Choice is yours. You do not need to. I will not force you to do this. The option is there. We can discuss it at a later point. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 13.
You hear a snap of a twig behind you.
Yeah.
Snap of several twigs behind you.
Yeah. Turn, glaive up.
Turn.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
turn back around.
He's gone. And then he steps out from the tree. So I'm sorry, I heard something. I had to just go and check on it. Anyway, I'm going to head off, and I hope you've got it all. Luck, Jaden. Your strength lies in your friends. Any master tactician could tell you that. I leave the choice in your hands, though. And he just begins to trudge. Oh, my knee! In back into the forest.
And giving it another minute or two to let him make some distance from the fire, assuming he's not going in the same direction, which I assume he isn't, but I'm hefting the backpack, turning and going, even though I am exhausted, having set up camp, but
okay,
rekindled.
All right. So I think we'll move back to the gang here in the crypt to Nixtra. I don't know whether Christian needs a break for that, or if we can just do it. Oh, look at that! Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you, the wizard in the tech bunker. Okay, so moving back. Yeah. What did you roll? You rolled Athletics 6 and Morningstar 8. Again, clang. And this thing is just moving forward.
Was there any reaction to the "can we come in"?
No. Nothing that you can discern as a reaction. It does seem to be sort of springing to life.
I'm not sure about I'm not sure I want to go in anymore. He looks kind of and he kind of tilts his head and looks at the guy again, or the thing again, and he's like, he looks kind of menacing.
Ran will say, not under his breath, but quietly enough to Erexium and Scales, and be like, in Draconic, by the way, because he knows the both of them, both Scales can understand it and Erexium can speak it. He'll be like, I think we should prepare to fight. And possibly back out of this cramped tunnel.
We could just not open the door.
I don't think we have much of a choice in the matter. I think the door opening lever or button is on his side.
That's why I couldn't get it to open.
Derek will be just in the background like, what do you mean by fighting?
There is a large being made of stone, iron, moss, and other earthbound items marching towards us with a maw the size of this one.
And he'll point at Ren.
Creature made of stone.
Probably weighs more than me.
All of you but Scales, get out of the tunnel there.
Back up. Dark, back up.
All of us
blocking the way.
And Scales, or all of us
Scales.
but me?
Yeah, but Scales, yeah.
Oh,
Scales, as you're doing that, you hear the leaves and fronds of Prince Scales, the plant, who is sat in your little papoose. I say, this does not seem like a good idea. Are we really going in there? Are we? It's.
Maybe
leave me on one of the tables here. And
but he said to stay in here, so I can't go out to put you on the table. So I guess, but I think it'll be fine. Like, he wouldn't have told me to stay here if it wasn't going to be fine.
You really are one for following orders, aren't you? You will make a great Duke.
Yeah, Duke.
Duke Scales. Yes.
I'm going to grab one of the chairs, walk down to Scales with it, and say to Scales, so what we're going to do is leave this gate open with this chair. You see, we'll put it underneath, and I'll place the front two legs of the chair underneath it. And if we are to lever the back end here together, we should be able to lift it enough where we can actually get inside.
Are you sure we want to go in there? He does look And Scales just glances at him again and is like scary.
I know, but we still haven't cleansed this place completely. I think this is part of what we need to do.
Are we absolutely positive there aren't any other doors we could try first?
I mean,
Everywhere else is a
you could certainly poke around these. The walls of this tomb seem to be very, very finely made. So obviously, you know, the northern wall has been ruined, and you know, it seems to from this area where you came in from the precipice. Obviously, they're natural cave walls, but the stonework here it's top class. Derek, you're all over this shit. You fucking love it, like. So
Derek doesn't take his eyes off these stones.
it's excellently made.
The degraded wall that was broken down where we believe the giant creature escaped. This wall has the same sort of damaged texture. Is this wall intact or does it show weakness?
Sorry, I was just typing something. Which wall? This one here?
This one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks to be at full strength. Yeah, there's some vines growing across it there.
I tell you what, Scales, if you don't wish to do this, I can always try something else. Do you want to move that away for me?
Like we can go in there. I just think if there was another door, we could try it first.
I don't think there's another door.
I'm just wondering, can we make it come out to us?
Eryxium, Mizelu, Derek and Ren, you notice the rope that's tied to the door. Go taut.
The fuck?
And the door closes a little bit and just falls.
Cut the rope.
Should we be concerned about that?
Eryxium
Yeah, Ren
approaches
has
the
his
door
dagger
and-
at the ready to slice the rope if needed.
Yeah, there's a.
As you walk out, Eryxium, I mean, Jaden, why don't you tell him what he sees? Given that.
Oh yeah, I sliced the rope. This bastard left us. He's not coming back like that. He can climb.
No, what you do see is Jaden, who you had met briefly, cloakless, so just in the armor, and he's doing the hand, like 2 arms pulling himself with his legs crossed over the rope, so his head first towards it, Bear Grylls style. And he's looking up,
piss off him.
yeah, and he's looks up at you upside down.
Eryxium will smirk and just call out into the chasm.
Did you enjoy your walk?
And he's gonna finish pulling himself across and dust himself down as he gets across. And you know, this isn't necessarily the time and place to talk about it, but yes.
Excellent. You're right on time. We have a very large beast.
I vote he goes first because he's missed
In
all
the
the other beatings we took.
In the meantime, Scales, not aware of this, has kind of gone, oh yeah, there's no other doors. So he has placed the chair the way that Mazelis had said to place it.
So give me an athletics check with advantage then, as you use the chair as a lever, which I assume is what Mizelu was suggesting.
Yes,
Yep.
and I'm also going to do guidance if I can on this.
Okay. What does your guidance look like, Mizelu?
It's just a platinum flash, but it's like a minor flash, but then kind of wrinkles out over Scales as if it's like a lightning effect over the skin.
Nice.
And that gives me basically an extra D4, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, Dave, can I have Lamud do something there that might sort of assist with this? Can you use Druidcraft to try grow a bunch of vines like under the portcullis and try lift it a small bit so you can get?
Sure, I'll give you an extra +2 on that.
Yeah.
So I'm at +6 basically.
So no, you're at +6 plus a D4.
So I'm +2 plus a D4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
athletics.
athletics
15.
advantage 15 plus 2 is 17.
17 plus a
Plus a
D4.
D4 is 20.
20 is exactly what you needed to get this portcullis, and you flex your shoulders and you just set your feet there and you pull hard and hard and hard, and you feel just you're not going to get it. You're just not again, and then you feel this extra surge of strength and power that just enables you to lift it, and these weeds or vines are almost sprouting little tiny hands, and you hear this kind of and they're pushing, and you manage, and as you do that, you see there part of the wall here, there's a small little piece of stone that seems to be shaking and vibrating. And as you look there, you can just pull out the stone, and there's a little catch for the portcullis.
Okay.
I will
As soon as the portcullis goes up, Scales is going to shift the vines again to put Shane back at his back. So Shane goes back to the back.
But I bloody say so. What is that thing? And as you look into the room, you can see for the first time the thick bars of the portcullis have now been raised. You can see it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 15 by 35 foot chamber. About 20 feet, 20, 30 foot high ceiling. 4 iron-bound chests in each corner of the room, and a large stone throne here. What was once sitting on the throne, a large humanoid thing made of stone, earth, rock, and clay, bedecked with these massive iron plates. And as you raise the portcullis, it raises its giant maul and begins to advance upon you. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh, okay. As this happens, as we're all rolling initiative, Scales does kind of give a little wave and say hello.
Okay, awesome. Let me get our turn order up here, lads. Now, please, let me roll something decent here.
Oh, you did Ren roll initiative 3 times.
I rolled once for Lamud. And
oh my god!
For some reason.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
So Lamud actually got a 5.14.
Solo was just giving Shane's first bless as a dad. Awesome. Yeah. Bless him
Congrats, by the way.
one.
It's where we find out he's got 2 other kids and it's not his first time.
Okay, is everybody in? The slaughter is about to begin. The Earth Elemental Myrmidon. Let me just check its movement. If its movement is like 5 feet or something, I'd be like, fucking, what is the point of that poxy fucking not shiny? It's got 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It will move slowly. It'll move here, raise its maul, and it'll take a giant swipe at Scales. You can hear this faint kind of groaning. It's going to make 2 maul attacks with its multi-attack. So first attack is 19 to hit.
That does hit.
It is it's massive.
Is there any petitioning for partial cover because the maul is so big and going into such a small space? Would it clang off the wall? Just throw it out
Mauls
there.
are pretty fucking huge.
I'll say in the first attack, yes. So I'll give it disadvantage. So it's a 19 instead of 24.
So it hits.
And it realizes then it's just gonna bop you with them all going forward. Let's look at its intelligence.
Or bop.
-1. Okay. Anyway, so it hits you with that.
Same with Scales then, isn't it?
That is 13 points of bludgeoning damage. It's also going to use its thunderous strike. The Myrmidon makes one maul attack. On a hit, the target takes an extra 3d10 thunder damage.
Oh.
And the target must succeed in a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So it's 13, so it's going to go 3d10. I'll roll it.
Is this the homebrew thing, or is this?
That's another 14 points of damage. As when it hits you, there's a massive explosion, and you can see the walls shake and dust fall from the ceiling, and the mechanism that houses.
Yes.
Nice. The mechanism that houses the portcullis seems to snap and break, and the portcullis shifts slightly. And you just you feel yourself pushed back, and you just anime style just kind of like go down to like one half knee, and just there's a divot in the ground where you're scraped back. That's all it's got for its first attack. Second attack with the multi-attack is a 26 to hit.
That also hits.
And that is 14 bludgeoning as it bops you again straight under the head of this maul. Now it uses it like a pike and cracks you straight under the chin. You feel your jaw crack. You know, you've had it punched a couple of times before, but this is different. It hurts. That's all it's got. Moving on to Derek.
All right, Scales still
That's
up.
done some serious damage to Scales.
Scales is still up, but he is looking like, fuck, that hurt.
Yet again, though, it's like Scales like, what the fuck?
Scales is still on his feet.
He is still on his feet.
He's dazed and badly hurt.
All right. Well, keep at it. 15 is gonna run in. Do I have a line of sight there to see it? Or must I
yeah, you can see it. I'm not sure if you can hit it with anything unless you move in.
I wanted to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Hold person. Choose a humanoid that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for duration at the end of each.
Unfortunately, this is a large elemental and not a person. So your spell fails.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's
no worries. Chalk off the spell slot and chalk it up to experience. Now you know.
Now I know.
Anything else you'd like to do with the rest of your movement? Have you bonus action thing you can do?
Bonus action, you will just say, well, shit.
Okay, bonus action, gripe. I like it. Moving on, Jaden, what have you got?
So having planted his feet, he hears this happen, but he doesn't see it yet. And he's going to move, I can't see great at the moment, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna dash and pile his way into
You can make it through, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Just lowering the head and
Ren, Lamud, Scales, you see a sight that you hadn't expected to see at all. Cloakless, still wielding his glaive, the red-bearded warrior, Jaden.
And the only other thing he would have used his bonus action dash, so I can't drop the bag. So no, that's it.
It's not bonus action dash, is it?
Action dash.
Action dash.
Action dash, yeah. So I would have, as I turned a corner here-ish, would have dropped the quick release bag.
Oh, quick release, pulling the toggles.
Yeah.
Boom, okay. He means
Brendan
business.
swears as it lands on his foot.
Oh, thank you, Miss Jawbreaker. I get blessed. She says, Dave, kill them. I will do my best.
Please don't.
Okay,
I'm just going to say,
yeah.
Scales, as like stunned as he is from the punch, looks kind like shocked for a second and then absolutely delighted.
Oh, I expected maybe, yeah. Well, I'm glad it's that reaction. Okay. What's the little icon beside your?
Oh, that's just a reminder for me that.
Oh, cool. Grant.
Quickly,
I thought it might have been something from the last battle or something. Cool. Okay, that's it for Jaden, is it?
That's it.
Ms. Zelly, what have you got?
Okay, first things first, seeing Scales get absolutely fucking hammered, I'm going to do a Cure Wounds at level 2.
Nice, okay.
Oh my god, are you fucking for real?
Okay, so you get 10 points of healing. As you feel that jaw kind of, whether you wanted to or not, some sort of magical force grabs your jaw and resets it. And the pain is intense for a split second until some sort of warm feeling just sort of, runs up and down your jaws and the tendons there. And you're like, oh, that's not bad. You feel as you're in donut eating shape again.
As Scales gets healing, some of the light from what I give to Scales actually crawls back up Mazelu's arm as he regains some hit points as well.
Oh, really?
Blessed healer. Whenever I heal someone with a spell, I get healing back.
Really? Can you throw that into the chat?
Again, indeed.
What is that's it? Blessed healer, Sir Life Domain. Beginning at 6th level, healing spells you cast and others heal you as well. That is fucking awesome. When you cast a spell at 1st level or higher, restores hit points to a creature, and you again points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. That is so fucking cool. Again, yeah, you feel that, and with that wash of healing comes that wash of confidence and security that you're in the right here. You're doing good. You're on the right path. It's been set for you, and there's something very, very comforting about that.
And then I'm gonna get past Scales. I picked up the torch instead of me for some reason because I can't pick up me now. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way around the golem, staying within 5 foot range, past Jaden, and come around to that side.
Scales, dragging the torch back there, is it?
That's my torch.
Okay. Okay, Mazzella, you move in and around this thing, and you can see it's going looking around you guys. Is that it for you?
It is, yeah.
Oh, I see torches on the initiative at 3. Okay. Yeah. Lamud, what have you got, my friend? It's looking pretty packed. This is kind of a choke point here at this stage.
So what I'm going to do...
There are a lot of torches on fire.
Is I'm going to do that thing he does where he summons the wild shape.
So, summons a wild companion or wild shape?
Yeah, the thing where he summons one of them.
Okay, so...
And I'm going to summon the bear.
Okay. So
I don't have access to those.
All right. Wild Guardians.
Yeah.
So I think it's Mishka that the bear is called.
Yeah. Let me just edit that and give it to you. Oh, you should be able to move that around now because you have... Can you move that around?
It's just down the stretchy blue box thing when I try to click it.
You can't move it like that, no? Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. I will. I'll add it to Ren. Sorry, because I thought you had.
Would you just throw out my journal as well so I can see its attacks and actions?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, how's that?
That is better. That is
okay.
Better.
Do you want to roll initiative for it?
I will indeed.
Oh well, I mean, at least it'll get a go this round. So,
yeah, so that's that in there. So that's his action to do, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let me just do you want to check?
I'm checking now. I didn't read the thing properly. Well, I did, but I just didn't read it fully. What is that? Oh man, he has a lot of things. Wild companion. As an action, yeah. So
okay, cool. So you have a bonus action.
Yeah, I am going to have him not really do too much with the bonus action. He is going to then kind of stay where he is, sort of.
Okay, so if you've ever seen the original miniseries, when Pennywise comes out of the drain in the shower, and it's just like the ground just moves. This is what happens here when this bear just seems to climb its way out of the ground. Look around. Can't see the mud, but sniffs, knows he's there, and seems to get direction or some sort of purpose, and looks towards this elemental and begins to get ready to fight. Is that it for Lamud?
That would be it for Lamud.
Okay, Ren.
Cool. If I move up to here, can I get line of sight on Jaden? I can see him on the map, but I'm not sure what everything is like.
I'm gonna say it's too busy, mate. It's way too busy. This thing is huge. So you're gonna have to move through, I think.
10, 15. If I go to here, can I see him behind around scales now? The angle?
Yeah, I see.
Fuck it.
No, you're gonna have to move in, man. You're gonna have to move in. It's just crazy.
15, 20. So I'm gonna move it to here. I'm gonna risk it. 25, 30.
It will take a swing at you with that giant maul, and it sees you. It's not even swinging with the head of the maul. It just gives you a whoop of the butt of the thing. And let's see what we got here. 9 to hit.
Doesn't hit. Ren just kind of.
You just tuck and roll, and you just kind of throw your weight forward and roll, and land up beside the bear. The bear looks at you.
Cool. As Ren is still somewhat upside down, a piece of licorice comes out, and then the ground underneath Jaden just all of a sudden bursts into golden runes, and he's hasted.
Feeling you felt many times before, my friend. You can throw a little token on yourself there, and you feel pretty good. It's a feeling that you found yourself craving a little bit when you left this group.
Hey.
Slightly worrying.
Yeah.
They call the style arcane cocaine for a reason.
I will just also take a sentinel attack on his swing against Ren.
Okay, go for it.
I think I also get a sentinel attack on him as well.
Neither of you do.
No, only.
It.
Yeah.
No,
It's only for sentinel. It's a sentinel.
Yeah, so both of us get an attack because he was attacking Ren.
Yeah.
Very good.
My plan fucking worked.
Okay,
Yes.
class. Well done. Okay, so let's go with Jaden first then. So you can use Sentinel to take a swing. Holy shit. That's an 8. It is
9.
flanked.
So it's a 9.
Sorry, 9. Yeah, but I mean, I will say you have a flank with scales if you want to flank it.
Yeah. I'll take
You can move your token slightly down. You have a flank. So that's a 23 plus 1. Yeah, so that's a hit. 12 slashing.
Yep.
As it goes to just butt Ren, he just ducks into this tuck and roll, and you take that opportunity to swing with the top of your glaive, and it just screeches against the metal plates, but then just catches underneath one of them, and you feel it's almost like running a spade through earth. Seems to hurt it, but it's not overly concerned. And Scales, you can do the same. 22 to hit.
22 for 7.
With the pointy pinner for 7 points of damage. Now, hold on, let's go. So are any of those weapons magical?
Mine is.
Scales is.
And Jaden, yours wasn't.
Nope.
So I'm going to give it back 6 hit points.
We need to get him a weapon.
So Scales, pointy pinner. Whoop! And it takes a full 7 points of damage. As you drive the longsword straight through some of the metal plates and out the other side, Jaden, you can see the pin of this, the tip of this longsword, and Scales just twists the thing and pulls it back, and you just see some earth just begin to run out like sands of an hourglass. Anything else? That's it for your reactions. We're up to Torch, which is Scales.
So because we're flanking, I already have advantage, don't I?
No, it's facing you. Jaden has the advantage.
Okay, so I am going to enter a rage.
Okay.
This thing took a swipe at my friend Ren.
Yeah.
Through that, you
Someone
know?
likes me.
And also I'm going to recklessly attack it because it really hurt when it punched me in the jaw that time. The first swipe, okay, fair enough, it's going to hit me. But that time when it duked me on the jaw, that hurt. So I'm
It did. So as you enter your rage, you see again your ancestral guardians. And they all seem to, their heads are bowed in what looks like a very contemplative and reflective way.
They're at mass.
And you can see what looks like a ghostly coffin. They're all sat around in some sort of house. And one of them has like a large bottle of what looks like spirits, and they're all filling up a glass. And there's like, oh shit! And they all just jump up tables are upended, the bottle falls over, someone knocks the coffin over, you see a ghostly figure fall out of the coffin, and then they're just here, ready to go. For a split second, you can see one of them picking up his sickle, and he looks over and you can see him going, I'm sorry. And here they are, ready to go.
Was there a small inflated water skin sitting on top of the coffin?
Yes, there was. Yep. Okay, so your ancestral protectors are here and ready to do battle with you. What have you got?
I am going to swing with my longsword of magicness.
The pointy pinner.
The pointy pinner for 23 to hit.
23 is a hit.
For 11 damage.
11 point, and that's full, isn't it? Because it's a magical weapon.
Because it's magical. And then I'm going to use my extra attack to swing on the other direction with my longsword. My pointy pinner. Oh, 27.
You're reckless.
27. It's reckless. Yes.
It's reckless.
Nat 20.
So it's the nat
okay.
20.
So
yeah.
For anyone watching that's new to this, we use critical hit table, so we're going to get scales to roll on D100. See what happens. And
while
also,
that's happening, it took 12, 15, 17 damage that time.
17 points of damage. Nice.
And a 14.
A 14 on the critical hit table gives you, as you are fighting, you notice an effective route to escape danger. You are able to use the
You can also disengage and move into the room.
Whatever works for you.
Clear up the tunnel.
Just, is it in character for him to disengage? I think he'll move to... Oh god, that's the torch. Hang on 1 second.
We should just add a secondary version.
He'll move to there.
The torches on
Okay.
it.
So he'll disengage and move to there. So he's still like right beside the guy.
You're still within its reach, so I think it can still attack you.
Yeah, no, like he wasn't trying to move away from it. He just wanted to move into the room a bit to make space for others.
No worries. Moving, is that it for you?
That is it for scale.
Moving on to the Wild Guardian Bear. What have you got?
Okay, so the bear.
Go on and chat about bonus actions or something that I need to be aware of.
Yeah, we were just talking about whether Lamud could actually wild shape while having the bear out, and I don't know. And yeah, so we were just discussing that, but we don't know. So just to ask, would it be able to hit between Scales and Jaden's?
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
So the bear's going to move up to there. It's going to let out a roar, probably unfortunately close to Jaden's head. So just probably bits of bear still hitting the side of him.
Okay.
And then he is going to make a multi-attack. So 1 minute's bite. So I'm going to roll that. Does it hit?
12 to hit. The Earth Elemental Myrmidon's armor class is 18.
Okay, it doesn't hit. So then I'm going to go with a claw. Please hit. 22 for 16
22 for 16 slash. That's magical slashing for sure, is it?
It is. I think
it
is because the wild shape thing gets magical damage after I think level 6.
Wild shape or wild companion?
I don't know because this is classed as its wild shape, so I don't know.
Okay, well if it's classed as the wild shape, then it's not. Yeah, it's
because it basically lets
so just these massive claws come raking across, and they screech through parts of the armor, which looks old but still functional. And again, you can see it's as it rakes through the rock and stone and clay. You can see again bits of it running out like sand from an hourglass, like I described earlier, and it seems to shrink in size ever so slightly. It emits this low. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think the bear can do anything else, so that'll be that thing's turn.
Okay, Erixium.
Erixium here in the party. Well,
sorry, Erixium. Steve Jams is saying, is that a homebrew thing? No, it's I do believe it's from Morden Canaan's, I think. Let me just check. Where's my monsters? It's an Earth Elemental Myrmidon, which is from Morden Canaan's Tome of Foes. So
I think it means
it's
the
available.
ability to summon a companion, is it?
Is it a homebrew thing? No, Circle of the Moon Druid, I think.
I think that was the thing, because remember we were going with it for a while where Jean was just summoning it, and then we realised actually that's just blind familiar, but you were like, it's grand because you'll balance it out.
Okay, anyway, look, let's just assume it's doing magical damage for now. Our druid, C. Jams, is more knowledgeable about these things than we all are. But anyway, so let's just move along. Rest assured, I have a lot more in store for them. So magical damage or not, it's not really going to make a difference. Okay, so moving on. Sorry, Erixium, you're up.
All right, Erixium, well, play catch up to Jaden, who are on pass, and go 5, 10, 15, scoot past the lads, 25, and you finish right there for 30. Why will you know? Why are you stuck in a goddamn wall? Right, there he goes. And he will reach his hand out to the beast and say, cool off, and cast Chill Touch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can't heal it either. Good.
Nice to meet you.
There's a freeze coming. Okay, so that's a 21 to hit, which hits for 12 necrotic damage. Let me see if this has any resistances to that kind of thing. Damage immunities, that condition immunities. Damage resistances, no, it is the full effect. And again, you can see whatever moisture is in this creature that's made up from earth, stone, and rock and clay, it just seems to dry up and harden, and then these lines and cracks begin to run through its form as it takes 12 necrotic points of damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that will end his turn.
Okay, moving on back to the earth elemental. It looks around itself as, and it's going to go for scales again. 2 attacks. First off,
at advantage.
It has advantage against you?
Yeah.
Oh yes, sorry, yeah. Do your ancestral guardians do anything? That's if it's against someone other than you, isn't it?
Other than me, yeah.
Okay, cool. So first I'm going to roll a d6. On a d6, it can recharge its thunderous smite. Or its thunderous thing. Okay, so it does not.
Fuck.
Sorry, what's that called? Let me just double check. Yeah, thunderous strike. So okay, so it's going to take its first attack against you. Multi-attack, 2 attacks with them all. It's arcing swing. 20 to hit.
Hits.
For 15 bludgeoning.
Okay. Oh, but I'm raging, so
It's half to 7.
Halved. Yeah.
Half to 7 points of damage. Second attack. It reverses the grip and goes again. 18 to hit.
Does hit.
For 7 points of bludgeoning damage again.
Jesus.
Okay.
Crack. As this massive maul just hits you around the shoulders, and you feel and you can see with great detail now that there's rocks and pointy shards of earth and stone that stick out of this. It's almost as if you're being hit by some massive amalgamation of a hammer and a morning star as it crack, and again you feel your jaw re-break. And you're like, it hurts like a motherfucker. That's all it's got. Derek, what have you got? Scales drops to one knee almost, just in huge amounts of pain.
But Scales is still on his feet.
He is still on his feet.
Okay. Then you can still fight. Derek is then going
So
to
just
take...
1 second, Repro Gamer says summon beasts will only inflict magical damage if it specifically says it in the stat block. I'm sort of trusting Ren to do this, but I'm going to investigate.
Check. Yeah, no, I'll check now.
I'm scared. I'm just going to look into it myself. Hold on. Wild Companion. You gain the ability to summon a spirit that assumes an animal form as an action. You can expend use a wild shape feature to cast a find familiar spell without material. When you cast a spell, familiar is a fae instead of a beast, and the familiar the combat wild shape. Sorry.
Yeah,
No,
and then
it seems that if he changes into an animal, he does
I
get
think that's
magical
right.
damage, but
Yeah.
not if he summons one.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's what it
that's-
is. So
yeah,
let's
that's
just
not bad then.
let's not retcon the damage. So Sola says, but at level 6, wild shape does magical damage, primal strike, but that's only if you change, not summon. Agreed.
Yeah.
Look, for now, I think we'll say that it's not magical damage with your wild companion, and if you wild shape, it is magical damage. And I'm sure
Cool.
next week Jean will be here. We miss you, Sean. And we'll figure it out. Cool. Sorry about that, Derek. You're up.
Okay, so if Scales is still on his feet, then Derek won't heal. He's gonna take 1
He's
step
just
forward. And then he's going to cast Blaze at first level.
Okay.
So he will cast based on Scales, Jaden, and Oryxium.
Scales, Jaden, and Oryxium. So I need everyone who has their blessed box to tick it, please. And we're good to go.
That's all you can do.
You're all blessed. You feel this warm feeling just descend over your shoulders and your arms and your head. Is almost as if there's a kind of a warm rain falling from the sky. It feels pretty good. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's all he's doing.
Jaden, you're up.
Okay, haste Jaden will start winding up, and in his mind it's the slow to really start spinning it, but obviously it's quicker. And it's going to go first attack with the glaive for a... which way is he facing now is a question, because I was still attacking...
Sorry, so it attacked it attacked Scales.
Scales, so I don't have it, but that's
No.
17.
17, it's AC.
Plus a bless.
Its AC's 18.
Yeah, so I get a minimum 1 on that bless.
Yeah, so that's
so that's a hit for 5 slashing damage, but that's actually, let me reroll that D10 because of polearm. So it would be instead, it would be 8 points of non-magical slashing
so half
damage.
to 4, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm also going to, for lols, expend a superiority die.
Nice.
To try a trip attack on that.
Oh wow,
So-
okay.
So let me just roll the damage for it first to add on. So another 7 points of non-magical damage, and then he has to make a strength saving throw of, I believe it's 15.
Or
14.
become
be-
prone.
Knock prone, yeah.
It's immune to the prone condition, so
Figured, but thought
Yeah.
I'd try it.
worth a try. And it's like so you do the damage, and the business end of your glaive just sticks in. You twist it and pull it out. More of this silt and dirt and earth just starts to pour out, and you take the butt of your glaive and you swing, and for a split second, it's this big meaty earthy leg just turns to sand, and the glaive just passes right through it, and then it reforms.
Okay, that's 1. Then 2, which is the extra attack from fighter, so that's 11.
11 is a miss.
11's going to be a miss. No, I'm not going to.
You have to make an 18
actually, hang on,
anyways.
no, hang on. Actually, less, which is a D4. Let me see if it's worthwhile expending anything on top of that.
I'm gonna throw that in
No.
for you, Scales. 1 sec. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. 12. So no, that's going to be a miss, and then polearm. But
Just hang on 1 second, Shane.
yeah, apologies.
Just 1 second. Scales, stop tweaking. It's going through your character. I'm trying to fix it for you. If you go into your core now, you should see your 1d4 blessed there. See that? Global attack modifier.
And then one on the top left of the side.
Just beneath your weapons. Global attack modifier 1d4 bless. You're muted. So you can see that now.
I see it now, thanks. Yeah,
so
I
make sure
couldn't
to-
find it. So
Yeah. Make sure, I like put it in there for you now. But make sure to uncheck it when the bless when the bless ends. Yeah, cool. Cool. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah.
3 hasted attack.
Yes.
These rolls
14 again.
14
The glaive,
plus.
business end of the glaive just scrapes across the metal plates.
I need to add on the bless as well. So that's
17?
17 plus a superiority die for
Oh,
precision attack.
look at that.
So-
Okay.
Good to have him back.
So it would be 7 plus the superiority die,
Mm-hmm.
the 8. So 12 points non.
So down to 6.
Down to 6.
Again, it scrapes across the metal plates and just manages to just click underneath one of them, and you just release this gobbet of sand, and earth begins to just pour out again. As stated earlier, like sand out of an hourglass.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, bonus action, polearm butt.
Oh, nice. Oh, yes, that hits straight in the face. Number 4 down to 2.
Well, I'm going to reroll the 1 on that d4.
Nice, okay.
So that's 4 plus 3 is 7 points of non-magical damage.
7 points of non-magical damage. Lovely. It's getting a little tight in here.
Death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah.
That's 3. Okay, again, you can see whatever passed for a nose or some sort of center of its face is now just caved in, and it begins to reform. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Mazzella, what have you got?
We've got a two-handed warhammer straight to the back of his head.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
Oh no, yeah. Okay, so you just take a swing and clang, it just hits off one of the metal plates that double for armor here, and you feel a shock just run through the shaft of your weapon and up your shoulders and into your back. You're like, fuck, that hurt. Anything else?
Yeah. I think you fucking rung my bell on that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, that's me.
Okay, Lamud, what have you got?
Okay, so Lamud is going to move up there. I'm going to have him come 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. So he's going to try to get behind Jaden. Rob. And then I'm going to have him cast.
You moved out of its reach, so it's gonna. Oh, or have you? What's its reach?
Yeah, I went around, so if it can hit, it can
reach.
It can take the opportunity attack.
Yeah, it sure will. Its reach is 5 foot, so it's going to go 1 attack with them all. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 bludgeoning. Do you need to concentrate on your wilds, companion?
I'm going to check now.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I
If you don't,
think he
let's
does.
just go with that. So 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you try and scooch by, and it just seems quicker than you've seen it thus far. Just take one wild backhand swing with them all, catches you and speeds you on your way. As the added momentum, just the butt of this maul cracks Lamud's tailbone, and you feel your coccyx crack. You're like, oh, sitting down is going to be painful for quite some time unless you get some healing.
As
What would you
Lamud
like to do?
flies past, he is going to reach out, kind of tap off the blade of Jaden's glaive, and cast Elemental Weapon.
Okay.
So he's getting all the books today. A non-magical weapon you touch becomes a magic weapon. Choose one of the following damage types: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. For the duration of this, the weapon has a +1 bonus to attack rolls and deals an extra 1d4 of that damage of the chosen type.
Yep.
When it hits, so he is going to turn that into glaive to a +1 glaive, and then the weapon's damage type is going to be cold.
Okay, so we're going to do extra. So it's. So the glaive now just does cold damage.
No, it does an extra d4 of cold damage.
Oh,
but
okay,
it is
cool. Good to
+1
know.
glaive.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So
Okay.
it counts as a magic weapon. So basically, Jaden can do more damage.
Good that you casted that after you took the 12 points of bludgeoning.
So
See, Jam says, nice. Agreed.
they do
It's
have
nice
their
fucking-
opportunity attacks if they want to take.
Nice move. Is that it for Lamud?
That is it for the wood.
Ren, what have you got? Let's see what happens
Ren
here.
is going to. Okay, so he's going to briefly shout, "Get down!" to Scales, and as he does so, a gem is going to pop up into his hand and spin, and it's going to flash green, red, blue, sort of like a weird white glowing color, and then it settles on a sort of that greenish glow, and he flicks it, and as he does, like an aura of acid flashes out towards the thing, and he casts Chromatic Orb, acid damage.
Manic Orb. Okay. Do you need to roll to hit for that?
I do. I'm rolling it now.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Level
my
1.
friend. Level 1. That's a 17.
Do I have any blesses? I don't. Shit.
Looking at the chat here. No, you don't. It just seems your aim is true, but just one of those metal plates, which looks to have been off-scarred by battle, and many effects and weapons, it just rebounds harmlessly and hits the wall. And this thick globular green liquid just sizzling down the wall.
Oh, it was a good roll as well on the damage. Fair enough.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to keep moving away further out of range of this thing. So I'm going to this way and try to get a better angle from over here.
What's your passive perception, Ren?
Like 11. Yeah, 11.
11. Okay, that's enough. You can see the chests are kind of moving about a little bit, like something inside wants to get out. In all
shit. Don't open the chests.
Or do open the chests.
Open the chests.
Don't open the chests.
Greed shall be your downfall.
Also, don't touch the chests. They might be. I assume we know of the history, the lore of a mimic. Probably quite common knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, clearly there's something locked in these things that wants to get out. Miss Jawbreaker says, "Open the chest! Do it! Do it now! Open it! I'm here!
It's a bomb, you idiot!"
Can I use my bonus action to try and use telekinesis or telepathy to think into one of the chests to see if I can hear any thoughts?
I mean, you can certainly try, yeah. So,
let's do that.
I mean, let me just open my chest here.
Not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. No. Put that cookie down.
Where's that fucking Kermit the Frog?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you do not connect with anything that has a mind. It's a map IRE says lick it, lick it, fucking lick it, and open it. Hi. You do not connect with anything that has a mind in there.
Definitely don't open the chests.
Right. Let's move on to the Wild Guardian Cave Bear. What have you got?
Scales.
Oh, me.
Oh, sorry. Did I miss Scales? I'm so sorry. Hold on. Torch. Yeah, of course.
Torch.
Yeah. Let's go.
Torch, Scales is going to recklessly attack with his long sword. Pointy pinner for 19 to hit.
And you have a blessed, don't you? Are you blessed?
I'm also blessed. I think that's
a 20 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, so 20 to hit for 10 damage.
10 damage. Again, you just sink. Minus 10. You just sink the longsword in and twist it and pull it back out. And again, all this earth and sand begins to pour out from another wound you have. Second attack, same again.
For 12.
Minus another 12. Again, instead of pulling out the first attack, you just shove the longsword right and shove it left and shove it up and down. And just almost like you're just digging a hole in this thing. And one hand just clamps onto the longsword. This like metal gauntleted hand. And you just pull it out and there's a scrape of metal against metal. Sparks fly as you pull this thing out. It's like, and yeah, you've hurt it.
And that is Scales' turn.
Okay, sorry. Now it's Wild Guardian Cave Bear.
The bear is going to smack it. So multi-attack. So first it's going to bite. We'll just roll.
Okay.
Hasn't rolled yet. So bite attack. So it should be a
16 to hit.
16
is a miss.
Yeah, 16 doesn't hit. Then it's the second attack with its claws. I doubt that hits.
16 does not hit.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so its first bite attack just lands on one of the metal shoulder guards. Clang! One of its sharp, huge fangs snaps off and lands on the ground with a tick, 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 tick. And then it just takes a swipe with its claws, screech across more metal plates, and unfortunately landing no damage. Is that it for the bear?
All it's got.
Orixium, you're up, my friend.
Orixium, seeing Scales start to look a bit worse for wear, will reach out, put his hand on his shoulder and say,
"The good Lord has a gift for you."
And as his hand makes contact with his shoulder, 15 points of 15 health points go into him. And at the same time, that radiant flash spreads over his entire body, outlining each one of his scales in platinum as Shield of Fate takes effect.
Oh,
Nice.
so Shield of Fate is a bonus
And what
action.
is
is
Shield
it?
of
Bonus
Fate?
action.
Nice.
Nice.
It's plus two to your AC.
Fucking
Oh,
amazing.
nice.
Wow. Yeah. And scales, like, you know, you're badly damaged. You feel this warmth and this surge of healing energy just course through you. You look to Erixium to thank him, and it is. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I mean, there. You've seen people in meeting their heroes in like in theaters and stuff like that. And there is a certain amount of stars in their eyes. I think Erixium. Would I be right or wrong?
Oh yeah, the fact his eyes are draconic at the minute.
Yeah. So like you know, Erixium is just like he's very in awe and sort of reverent of you.
Okay.
Anything else, Erixium?
Well, that'll do.
Okay, the Earth Elemental. Who did the most damage to it last time? I believe it was Jaden. It turns to face you, Jaden, and it takes 2 swings with its maul. First, I'm going to roll D6 to see if it recharges its motherfucker. So I'm going to go 1 attack with the maul first. That is a 20 to hit.
20 would hit.
Even with your haste?
It's +2, so it could be 19 is my armor class.
Okay, cool. So that is a
Get
hit.
more
with the
books
maul.
on him right now.
So that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Again, one more, just two-handed, just poke with the thing, cracks you in the jaw, and and you didn't expect it, given how buffed you are. It's going to go again with the maul. It seems to be quicker than it looks. 15 to hit.
Nope.
Alerted to this thing's capabilities, you just dodge to the side. Anything else you'd like to do?
Riposte.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So, glaive attack, and this will be 20 lots.
Yeah, it's a million to hit.
20 would be 25 with the +1, so you get +1 to your damage there as
25,
well.
but that's not including the less either, so that's lots.
Yeah, it's a million.
So that'll be 6 + 1, so 7, including the magical damage.
Yeah.
And then cold.
And then cold damage of
So, hold on, so why is it 6 gone to
So
7?
It's 7 because of the magical weapon +1.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great. So 7 points of damage.
7 points of slashing damage plus the d8 of the superiority die.
Which I would argue is considered magical.
Yeah, for another 6 there.
Okay.
And then the d4 is cold damage. So 6 and 6 is.
Yeah, which it takes all of the cold damage. That's 4, is it?
That's 4. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
With a fucking.
The glaive turns into +1 with that spell as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it would be so. It'd be 7 + 7. No, it'd be 7.
Plus
One more,
6 is
one more
13.
point damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a single point, but no.
Yeah.
One more. I mean, everything else.
That single point is the
And
difference
with
between
that
life and
single
death.
point of damage, it's still in triple digits. Okay, so
What?
moving on. Yeah, so you take the swing, and it's like, yeah, it just this quick reaction, crack, and it seems to be a lot more effective than your previous strikes were. Moving on, Derek.
All right. Derek will use his favorite spell.
Here
Guiding
they
Bolt.
come. Oh, I thought it was Spirit Guardians.
I was like thinking, but I have to save the spell slot for if somebody goes down.
Oh, I see.
So, Guiding Bolt. on
Okay.
second level. Natural one.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
natural one. Can I have a D100 roll for a critical spell fumble?
Fenara, is that you?
Order 66. Execute order.
66. Execute order. Yeah, well, let's hope you don't execute.
Well, none of us are Jedi, so I think we'd be fine.
66.
Kill the younglings.
Do it.
Fumble. D&D critical spell fumble chart. 66.
You summon Asmodeus.
Caster gains 1d4 stats gained to a random stat. The effect lasts 1d4 hours. Sorry, 1d4 rounds. So
How
roll.
was that a fumble?
I know, right? Fuck it. I'm gonna use a different table because fuck that. Arcane spell fumble table. This is more like it. Fucking hell. Right. Okay. So 66.
Oh no.
What was the spell you cast?
Guiding bolt.
How the fuck is this a fumble? Caster casts lightning bolt instead.
Oh, it's a fumble because it's going to hit anyone in a line.
Where are you?
It hits everyone.
Jeez.
That hits everyone.
You're there. That is gonna hit one. So let's just go. Oh my good god. So
That's
let's
a
go
really
from
fucked
the
up fumble.
dead center. But imagine you're going
Well.
straight. Yeah, I'm gonna
Not
say
the chest.
it hits Erixium, the thing, and Jaden. I'm gonna say it misses Lamud.
It's a
Okay,
5 foot
so-
wide bolt, though, usually. So
Oh,
that's why
okay.
I'll be-
Thanks for
yeah.
that. You're the guy in class because you forgot to give us homework. So that hits everyone.
I mean, I just want to be fair. So
Yeah, no. Look, I'm that guy as well. So, ouch.
I'm also going to cast Absorb Elements as Lamud as a reaction.
Hold on 1 second. We'll get to that in 1 second. So that's going to hit everyone here. So roll 8d6 damage, please.
D6.
Do you believe is a normal lightning bolt?
4.
8d6. So just
Oh,
Sorry,
8
no.
D6. Okay, I
yeah,
missed
so
that.
just type slash roll space 8d6 / roll 8d6.
All my dice rolled 0.5.
8 D6.
So / roll space. There we go. 27 points of damage. As you go, and you've never, this kind of magic has never ever erupted from your fingertips. As you go to cast the guiding bolt, whatever you tapped into, whatever energy you normally tap into, it feels wrong.
Power.
Yeah, it feels wrong and it feels frightening. But by fuck do you feel powerful. And it feels amazing. And this huge, massive surge of electrical power shoots forward from your fingers and hits Erixium, the creature, Jaden and Lamud, and smashes into the chest and the wall. Actually, it would hit the wall above the chest.
It is
So
funny.
we need, what's the DC for you? What's your spell save DC?
15.
15. Everyone needs to make a DC 15 dex check.
Save, is it?
The creature is a 2, so it takes a full damage, 27. What the fuck? Why can't I fucking... Oh yeah, because I'm on the wrong thing. Cool. So it's going to take 27 points of damage. Yeah, as the lightning bolt shoots through the creature, and you can see some of what was made of sand now hardens to glass. And tries to move against it, and the glass cracks and shatters, explodes out, and it again makes a noise. Who made it?
Yeah, the mud didn't. That I double rolled by mistake.
Okay, so anyone who fails it takes 27 points of damage. Anyone who made it takes 13 points of lightning
Cool.
damage.
Lamud cast Absorb Elements as a reaction, so he takes half damage.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
It's funny because it's 66 and Palpatine shoots lightning out of his hand, so it's like, I am the Senate.
Nice. Okay, is that it for Derek? Have you done enough damage?
Not to the right people, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Okay.
did more
Cool.
damage than you would have otherwise.
Moving on to Jaden. What have you got?
Shield of Faith is dropped, by the way.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Shield of Faith is gone. Scales.
Oh, yeah, concentration check, actually.
Jaden.
I've lost the map.
Yeah,
But,
concentration check from anyone concentrating on spells, please.
That is a wisdom save?
Constitution save, actually. Sorry. Yeah. I think Lamont's okay.
Okay, yeah. So, Jaden, what have you
Oh
got?
yeah, cool. Yeah. So Glaive, first attack. 13 plus bless d4. So it's 14 plus 4 is 18. So it's 12.
AC.
Yeah. So that's 11 points of slashing magic. No, 12 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay, yeah, another massive hit.
Plus a d4 of cold.
It's now in double digits.
Yeah, so that's, and then 3 points of cold damage. So that's first attack, second attack.
Okay. Oh, a nice hit.
Plenty for 11 again.
Another 11 points of damage.
11
okay,
damage
yeah.
plus 4 of cold. So 15.
Yeah, so you
total,
can see these strikes now, and you're sort of getting the feel for how this thing fights and how it defends itself. And one of the glaive attacks goes right underneath one of these massive iron plates on its sandy and rocky shoulder, and you twist and you almost like a lever. Send this massive iron plate shooting across the room, lands with a clang 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 clang, and then you just dig your glaive in and twist it around. It howls in agony.
Yeah, and then haste attack.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh
Critical.
shit! For a nat 20. Okay, give me a D100.
100.
What have we got?
29.
29. Okay. 29, 25, 20. You begin to recognize patterns in your opponent's fighting technique. You gain +2 to your AC against your target and advantage on all saving throws from effects originating from your target until your next turn.
Cool. So that's 17 points of magical slashing damage because of the +1 magical weapon. And then I am then going to... Oh, sorry, and then cold.
D4 doubles.
Yeah, D4 doubles as well for 4 points of cold damage. And then, while we're at it, action surge.
Oh shit! Here we go. Okay.
Still your haste attack as well.
No,
If you can
Okay.
hang on there for 1 second,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
It's nice to be back.
Yeah, if you welcome you back with all the books possible.
Yeah.
Yay! Also, I'm going to introduce the audience to Morpheus, who has decided to use me as a climbing frame during this game. So,
and so he should.
yeah, he's
So,
really
what do you
strong.
guys think are in the chests?
Loot, amazing loot. We should totally
Living
open those
loot.
chests.
Yeah. You can do it. I'll just be in the other room.
Gales isn't going to open the chests. But my professional opinion from the other voice in my head is open the damn chests.
Push the
Greed
button.
could be down. Greed will be our downfall, though.
Yeah, that
But I don't see another way out
handy.
of this room. So. Unless
Maybe,
it's behind the chest.
maybe a door will appear when the guardian of the door is
What I assume,
eradicated.
if we can beat it, this thing's tough. Well, there's not if we're gonna beat it, but it's gonna take a while.
Thank you for your
Just keep
patience.
Jaden
Okay,
alive, we'll be
moving on.
alright.
Yeah.
So first of the action surge attacks is 15 plus a blessed d4, so 16.
16 is a miss. Again, your glaive scrapes across the iron plate with a vicious screeching sound as sparks fly.
Did you not get advantage from the nat 20? No.
What? No.
Oh no, that was advantage on save. Sorry, my bad.
Mm.
Okay.
So that was the first of the action surge attacks.
Okay.
I do get a second, don't I?
You do? Yeah. You get another
yeah.
action. So if your action is
Yeah.
attack, you get to go again.
Yeah, it's just been a while. So
Wow.
second one is
Close.
plenty
Oh, that's gonna do it. Yeah.
Hang on, let me just re-roll that. D10. Watch Shane roll dice for half an hour. What's that? 7 plus 3 is 10 points. 11 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay, again, yeah.
And then because I
Don't
rolled
forget your D4.
Oh yeah. Thank you,
Freeze
everybody.
this bitch.
I got how fucking effective Jaden is. That's another 2.
It's another 2, and then
Yeah.
because I critted, didn't I? I did crit.
You did, yeah.
And because of which one is it? Great weapons mass. It is that, isn't it? I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite feature of that.
Once you turn, you score critical hit with a melee weapon. You can make a melee attack with a heavy weapon. So I'm just going to instead of the butt, it's the full whack.
A full whack. The main event. 24 plus 1 is 25. Fuck
Plus
me.
bless. So seven points of slashing magical
Another
damage.
7 points of slashing damage. And you can see now.
Do you
as
not get your D4 on that as well? No.
I do get my D4 on that as well. It's a lot.
Fuck me. So minus
30.
another 3. And as you do, you swing your glaive again. This surge of energy. Sometimes when you're in the heat of battle, you dig deep and summon all the reserves you have and swing again hard. And your glaive strikes true and severs one of these arms right at the shoulder. And this is like dropping a bag of sand. Just hits the floor and shatters outwards. And then the massive maul hits the floor with a clang and reaches down and picks it up with one hand and turns to face you. Anything else you'd like to do with that very impressive round?
I think that's enough.
Excellent. Okay, moving on. Mazzella, what have we got?
First thing, I look at Jaden and I say, I see your walk, brought you back energized. And then I'm going to touch this creature on its shoulder as I do inflict wounds.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Oh, shit. 20
Only
points of
that crit.
necrotic damage.
And
Is that a higher level cast? Yeah.
it was, yeah, so it's 20
Yeah.
points.
Wow, 20 points of damage. Again, you can see as you put your hand on this thing, it just the necrotic energy just courses through it again, and whatever moisture was in it just seems to just be drawn out and into your hands and just drips off your hand down your elbow and just runs off your arm onto the ground, and you can see it begin to crack and flake. It's not in a good way.
Good.
Good. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay, I don't think it's going to make it through this round, but let's see. Lamud, what have you got?
Okay, so Lamud, and I'm going to need your ruling on this there, Dave. Technically, Thorn Whip is a melee attack, and since I used Absorbed Elements, I could throw an extra d6 lightning damage in on a melee attack. Would that work with Thorn Whip?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, cool. So, Lamud's going to reach out, and then the vine just cracks forward from his sleeve, and it's this thing. Here's one. He has that many things he can attack with. And there that's 11 piercing damage. I don't know if that's
Hit first,
magical.
don't you?
It's a spell. Oh, 12. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, 12's a miss. Its AC is 18.
Yeah.
Again,
So-
crack, screeches off its armor.
Yeah, and it's like a bit of lightning flows down the whip, but nothing happens.
Okay, is that it for you?
Bonus action, he is going to cast Healing Word on Scales,
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
which will do a. Sorry, no, that's a D4 plus something.
Miss Jawbreaker wants to know how do you crack and flake in a good way? It was a bad way.
4 points.
It was damaged. 4 points of healing. You're up 4 scales as you feel this very, very slight sense of sort of divine warmth and heaviness just run over your wounds, and feels good, but inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Okay, Torch, you're up. Scales, what have you got? Is this it?
So Scales is going to continue his streak of recklessly attacking. And he's sticking with what he knows and what seems to be working. So it's the longsword pointy pinner. Shwick. That's a
11. Oh, reckless 16.
hit.
Stacey's 18.
So on the other swing, it is 21 to
21 will hit. What have you got
For
here for
11
points of damage? Again, you just ram the longsword straight in, twist, and give it a spin, and just this gobbet of earth and sand and stones and silt and other adjectives fall out of it, and you hit the floor.
I like
Still
sand,
going, is it?
but you just need to stop.
All right. Anything else you got?
No, that is it for Scales.
Wild Guardian Cave Bear.
Actually, my turn next. There's
Is it?
Ren. Yeah, it's 3. I didn't
Oh,
go
a
yet.
second. Lamud, sorry. Oh, sorry. My bad. I'm so sorry.
No, you're going to. I actually only noticed there.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
no issue. Ren is going to kind of flank around. He's going to take the sort of circular angle there, get to here, so we're 15 feet. There, sorry. And then he is going to cause, the wraps on his arms kind of just start to, like, almost by themselves, start to unwind as his hands catch fire. And he is going to send a firebolt into this thing.
Oh, nice.
Probably won't be too damaging, but fuck it. If it hits. That is it.
20 to hit for 11 fire. What's it at? Oh my god.
And then
So as the fireball just goes in, and your aim is true, and your eye is perfect. As you see one of these massive wounds opened up by Scales, the raging barbarian, you just summon this flaming energy, and you feel again your firebolt materializes in your hand. Your hand begins to blister and burn, and the bandages and wraps you have wrapped around it just begin to just burn up and become consumed in this power that you summon again in your hand. You just throw it forward, and it hits straight into the wound. Boom. This massive explosion. Fucking silt and stone and everything just shoot across the room. Jaden, you're just covered in sand, as is Scales, Lamud, and Mazelu. It is, and it drops to one knee. What we got? Is that it?
I mean, just for flavor, bonus action. I know he can't actually cast Control Flames as bonus action, but he's just gonna put out the flames on his arms that are full gone.
No worries. Okay, Torch went. Wild Guardian Cape Bear, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it is the bear. So the bear
Okay.
is gonna do what the bear does best and continue to try beat the shit out of it and miss, probably. So bite.
It's doing its best, okay?
It's a good bite,
25.
it's fine. Oh, it hits for 15 down to 7 piercing.
Okay, for what? For 7 piercing?
Yep.
How does the cave bear destroy this creature?
Bites its head off.
It just bites his head off, and as it does, its massive jaws clamp down on this armored head, and it just twists his head, separates the head from the body, and the metal plates become stone and then become earth and little pebbles and rocks. As it tears the head from the body just disintegrates and becomes a massive pile of earth and sand. And then the wild bears starts to spit out this massive mouthful of what is now sand and earth, and no longer a head. And it's like, and starts
Safe
to
to
spit
say
it
it's
out.
disappointed. It was
And its
expecting to.
paw is trying to claw this shit out. It's very, 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 very sad. It's making distress noises. But you have defeated the creature. Well done.
Out of initiative, or are we still in initiative?
We are out of initiative.
Are we out of
yeah.
initiative?
Yes, we are.
So the first thing Scales is going to do, like instantly, because he's close by, is Jaden is going to be swept up into a hug. And I'm guessing Scales is at least slightly taller than Jaden. So Jaden is going to be like swept off his feet and into one of those, like, where a big person hugs the smaller person and lifts them up without realizing they're doing it. So their legs are dangling. Yeah, he's just thrilled to see him. And he's probably saying something like, oh, Lamud wouldn't promise. He didn't promise, but I knew you'd come back. And you're getting squeezed to within an inch of your life right now.
That's tough.
Ren very intentionally drops haste at that moment, so Jaden just kind of goes limp. Dead weight.
Oh, God, nice.
Jaden will.
And Scales is going to keep this up until somebody tells him to put Jaden down. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah. So Jaden will allow it to happen. Obviously, yeah. The haste drop. Then he'll, return the hug, and then do the pat thing to indicate that yes, this may be over, and he will extract himself from that. But immediately, Jaden's going to lay down his glaive again beside him, pull out his backup, never used longsword, go down on one knee like he was taught years ago, and proffer that up to Scales, more as the gesture than anything else. And as he does that, he is going to say, you all deserve an explanation, and I'll do my best to provide it. As he says, as he looks around to everybody that is there, returning to Scales, he's going to say, Scales, my friend, have you ever experienced bullying when you were younger?
Yes.
Well, what I have been going through long before I met everybody here is similar to that. I used to be pretty confident. I was good at what I did. I had a comfortable life and was destined to etch a path for myself. But then something happened that caused me to leave my home, and I've been constantly hounded. No matter where I went, I was hunted and chased. And so I had to make my presence, my person, my frame, my voice smaller and smaller. Anytime I stayed too long in one place or drew attention, things started to go inevitably wrong. As something, and I'm still not sure what it is, always seemed to show up. And I'm not who I should be because of this. I still don't know what to do about that. So, I suppose, in case I don't say it explicitly, I am sorry. I am sorry I left. I'm sorry I left you like I did. And I'm sorry that I lied to you, Scales.
Scales has kind of looked kind of like he's nodding, because like some of that he's understanding, and other parts he's really not following, but he's like, yeah, this all sounds kind of like good. It's very different from his experience of like being a kid and being bullied, but he's like, okay. But when you get to the sorry, he's like, you shouldn't have said you were going for a walk, but I guess you did go for a walk. And you thought about things because that's why you wanted to go for a walk, but you came back. So that's okay then. But you don't do it again. Don't do that. If you want to go for a walk and be away for a while, just tell us that you're going to be away for a while. Don't pretend it's only going to be for a little while and then be for a longer while.
Well, the intention wasn't to come back, and that's why the apology is necessary.
But you did come back.
I did.
So you came back.
So
you weren't going to come back, but then you thought about it and you came back. So it's okay.
Yep.
To everybody probably except Scales. Like Scales is like, hey, this is okay. Grant. But everybody's probably going to be like, screw you. But Scales is like, hey.
And he'll take that on board and take Scales's comments to heart, but then expand it out, and he will get up then off his knee, look around to the others, and say, So there's an old adage in my family: the lone wolf suffers alone, and I took that as a call to action when I left to help you all, my friends, by suffering alone rather than having you all suffer too. But in the depths of my reflections, it was this, and again, it's the ring of protection that he indicates. This is what brought me back. Initially, I thought it was a tool. I didn't think too much about it, but it dawned on me that you all gave this to me, and either intentionally or unintentionally, you were looking out for me, so that I could continue to look out for you and others, and to me, it became a symbol that people actually care, and care about me. So I suppose wrapping this up, at the moment, my confidence, which is what a lot of this builds off, is like a spark light. When it's on, my confidence ability to it burns brightly like a fire. But because of my learned responses, because of my initial reaction to just hide and shy away and make myself small, sometimes that fails to trigger. And so I suppose my promise to you all is I will be more cognizant of making sure that sparklight hits. I think I'm done running, I'm done hiding, but I don't know what the next steps are. I don't know what I'm going to do about all of this, but I do hope you will all forgive me and allow me to join you again, back to the scales, and I vow I won't leave you like that again.
Mazzelli walks up behind him and slaps him on the back of the head.
I beat me to it. Fuck.
Did that hurt?
Yes.
Will you learn from it?
Yes.
That's it.
Scales just looks kind of confused and he says, are we going to set something on fire then?
Ren, did you want to send?
I was gonna.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Ren is...
on that, I'm going to look to Ren as the person who sets stuff on fire.
Ren has been listening, like kind of, half in thought himself, and he's going to be like, whatever you're actually running from, we're going to help you deal with it, right? Like, you're a dick, but you're a friend. It's, we've been through enough shit together at this stage. I think you should have more confidence, not even just in yourself, in us, to help with that.
And I do hear you, and I appreciate that. As I said, this has been a learned response. This is what I've been doing forever.
I get that. Trust me. I get what it's like to need to run. I understand that, but you could have picked a better time to leave. I mean, we were nearly dead on multiple occasions since. You're more than welcome to join us again. Like, you're our friend, like I said, but next time maybe a bit more of a heads up than a letter, as Scale said, would be nice.
Yes.
Just leave a note and run away, Shane.
Lamud looks and he goes, all right. If you're going, what does he say? He says, if you need help, just ask for help.
He'll just look at everybody and just nod his head slowly.
I think that's a good place to leave it for tonight. Thanks everyone for tuning in, sticking with us. Thanks Christian for doing what you do in the background, for all those awesome overlays and the new little character cards and stuff like that. Really appreciate it. Thanks everyone for being awesome players. Thank you Shane for joining us again, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time to see what else happens in the 2
Thank you, Dave.
Extra.
And thank you, Dave. Yes.